Wait, this is for like match stuff. I should change my banner. Whatever. It's live. It's not round 5. Morgan versus Sign. It might be. I don't know.
See, that's when you're like, oh, I assumed you're streaming back with a collab. I'm like, what? I ain't doing like.
I ain't doing shit.
Fuck no. That wasn't part of the deal.
No, I wasn't sure what people wanted to do because it was kind of like a last minute throw together thing for me. I'm like, fuck it. Let's do something fun for all the fans.
What is your Twitch channel, Aaron?
I am on Twitch for Powerful Mages.
Because I don't think I have followed you yet.
I followed you.
Damn.
I follow all of the content creators that are on Twitch, though, just because I'm all about spreading the love. But that's just what I do.
Okay, now I got you.
Ah.
Got commercial, but yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's the thing that Resto makes note of every time. Even though I keep changing it so it doesn't do the pre-roll, it still, for some reason, keeps defaulting back to it. I don't know why.
Here we go.
It's Warlord time. There we go. No timer on this one. Hey, Scott. Thanks for hopping in. We appreciate seeing you here for our wonderful, thunderful Warlord Holiday Special. Yay, us. So we're here. We're going to talk about those battle decks. Ooh, Sly Fox. Wait, you're in here. So we got those print and battle decks that we're taking a look into, discussing our thoughts, and maybe even airing out some of our fishman's grievances, or fishtivus. It's hard to say fishtivus. Fishmas sounds easier. I don't know about it is for you guys or not.
Fuck him.
I second that opinion. We put this at 31 minutes. He won't even watch.
I know. All right. So, how do we all feel about those print and battle decks that they gave us for our Christmas surprise, as it were?
Damn, I didn't even get an intro. What is this?
Oh, you want an intro? You want
Don't
an intro?
I wanna know
hey,
who's
douchebags. We're here with... Gotta make it Morning Zoo, right? Hey, douchebags. We're here with Nirvana Tool, Sly Fox on Twitch, and Forge Cakes. Nirvana Tool is also on Twitch, but I forgot to say that. But I apologize, because I'm really bad at doing intros. There, how's that?
Luckily, I can't take my microphone to the bathroom, otherwise I'd flush the toilet.
There you go.
There it is.
That escalated very quickly.
All right. But yeah, thanks for all stopping in for an actual serious Warlord intro. I am your primary host, Aaron, a.k.a. Powerful Mages, here with a slew of other Warlord players. We've got Nirvana Tool, a.k.a. Chris. How you doing?
Hello, hello. Thank you for having me. I appreciate when I don't have to do much work.
Oh, it's no problem at all. We've got Forged Cakes, a.k.a. Bobby, who is one of our fresh new mods and Medusan Lords on the Warlord board.
That's right, baby.
So get ready for bands, Gracchus. And then we've got Sly Fox, a.k.a. I don't actually know your real first name.
Sebastian, Seb.
Seb. Okay.
Oh, that gravely German mofo. You can choose.
It's not that bad. How you doing today, though?
Well, it's 7 p.m. on my side of this planet. I'm feeling very relaxed.
That's not too bad.
Yeah.
Get your wine, your spritzers.
No, I'm more the long drink type. Prefer my whiskey coke.
There you go. All right, so we're here talk about fun-filled Warlord, dumb holiday stuff where we have feats of strength and airing our grievances. I don't know why I wanted to say grievances. Words are stupid.
I know why.
But I've got the download for all the print and play battle stuff loaded on up on so people can see it. That's right, up on. Words are dumb when I'm nervous. Oh, God. So let's take a look at the devs that we got, because those were the first ones in the download that they gave us. We've got Lord Belasco, which, if you're on the Warlord boards, you know I'm kind of super into him right now. How do we feel about that? 8-4, 15 AC, 3 wound, 8 skill, level 4 wizard, level 4 warrior, human noble with true strike, which means it can't be canceled or redirected for any of his strikes. And then he's got that built-in limited order: move target equal or lower level character forward or backward 1 rank, and it may not create an illegal rank, though.
He's
on
strong.
a stick. Of course, we were talking at the exact same time.
Classic Jersey.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly. Come on, this is the morning zoo. We just yell.
One brain cell.
Go ahead, Bobby. You go first.
I think he's extremely strong. Like, it's Wizard Fighter has been like kind of like weak, I guess you could say. Like, you have like Sorceress for Grain and like Demeter, whatever the fucking fire guy was. They've been like classically, there you go, classically weak. This guy having True Strike is disgusting. If we're looking at like an ancient standpoint,
It's dumb.
it's really good. High attack, good AC, solid skill, a cool ability. His ability isn't overpowered, but being able to use it on like your opponent stuff is really good. But in 5e, like, who knows? Like, he might just be balanced. I don't know yet. Still strong though.
I very much appreciate the clarification of True Strike, that it specifies that this character strikes. Because if they went the AEG lazy route and went actions, this guy is instantly a problem. But as is, I think again it's a simple, it's a simple approach to a multi-class warlord, which I really like. It is very Deverinian in nature, so it definitely captures, I'd say, the theme for a lot of the dev fan base that's been around for Warlord for a while. But I don't think there's anything to really hate about this. Like, there's nothing to criticize. Great skill, great AC, great attacks, HP, and 2 good abilities with 2 classes. Like,
and it's an uncommon.
Like here. And it's an uncommon. You don't have to go for the chase rare. Let's go.
I didn't even fucking realize that. That's so good.
Me neither. Why? They really make... Why?
I don't know. They made all the ones for the print battles were uncommon warlords. And that one, the dwarf is fucking disgusting too, I think.
I mean, the only uncommon warlord so far was Sator.
Yeah.
Funny.
And you all saw how well that worked for him.
Yeah.
Seb, what's your thoughts on this one?
I really like that so far we're gonna see new abilities like this True Strike. Like the other two already said, True Strikes is really powerful because you can go strike forward and be sure that this strike's coming through. I don't have yet a feeling how it will be in 5e. But I think that's a good idea to get some new abilities, so looking forward to it.
And the other thing I'm curious about how everybody else feels, because I know we like hem and haw every once in a while, but I kind of miss them actually having the words for the character's faction. I get the symbol, but I hate like in card text, because when you want to search something, like, hey, I want to find this card, oh, it's just got the Deverinian banner now instead of actually saying Deverinian. I kind of hate that, but I'm weird. I don't know.
I like it.
Yeah. Usually when I look at stuff, I just go by color of the card. Like, I don't even read it half the time. Like, I'm just like, this is what I'm looking for.
Yeah, when fish get here. Not fish. When fat kid get here.
Yeah, fat kid has to memorize everything.
It's funny because he can't read. But regarding that, like, to me, I've always looked at that. I'm with you, Aaron. Like, I've never really been a fan of it. They've been talking a lot and focusing a lot on it when communicating to the community through this whole 9-year development. I don't even know how many years it's been at this point. But to me, it was just like, I get like if somebody has like super OCD and like really wants to clean this up from a design perspective, but I think from the average player, like, I don't think that was something to kind of put a lot of effort into. So hopefully they didn't spend too much time, but spent a lot of time talking about it.
It was their only focus.
I think Card Frames was like a 2-year development.
I know.
Like, it was just like, that's
silly.
all we got. there's a lot of silly stuff, like not bolding True Strike. Like,
Yeah, that was a weird one.
that's weird. Not the bold keywords. It's just weird. It's just odd.
Yeah, but because I think we've already seen somebody in our Discord be like, "How can I tell who's what faction?" Mind you, this is even for the old frames where it's like it's literally on the card.
Yeah.
But that kind of goes to show you that maybe this doesn't matter. So
It
could be either.
doesn't.
Like to me, like just whatever. Like I'll keep going. I don't, but I can't really tell from a new player experience. Like
Yeah.
you know, what is it? The curse of knowledge and the gift of experience,
Something like that. The burden of knowledge or something.
Yeah.
One thing I wanted to add about True Strike,
Yeah.
which, like, just for this, that ability only gets better as the sets go on. Like, as the format continues, like,
I
the
think
True
so, too.
Strike just gets better. It doesn't get worse.
Yeah.
Like, it might be at its worst in the first set because there's maybe not much interaction, like, assuming. But it's just gonna, as we get into like the later years of 5e, which could be like October, it's just gonna be nutty.
Yeah. And also, just throwing it out there, another good hit from Jason Ingle. I
The
enjoy
new
his
artworks are awesome. Especially not only Jason Eagle as well, but so many good new pictures that hit the cards. I'm really happy about finding new artists and so many looking so awesome.
Yeah, even some from our own community of players.
Yeah, we got one.
He doesn't.
Rogue Panda.
He talks a lot about the game. That goes for Rogue Panda and Ray Green.
Well, at least Panda has an excuse, right?
Yeah, it's not a good excuse.
It's not, but he has one.
All right.
Love you guys.
So the next ones that we got in the dev, Church Inquisitor, I mean, just kind of like a basic number 2 or level 2. He's the number 2. Takes a shit everywhere. You know, just 3 attack, 13 AC, level 2 fighter, 2 hit points, 3 skill, kind of stock. Nothing really to write home, though he does have the flaming axe symbol. And what is that? Like, he's got fire innately or something?
Yeah. He's got his attacks do fire damage.
Okay.
But so far we don't have anything that triggered it, right? It's just the ability that's printed yet and don't have any.
Yeah, it's in the rules,
effect.
but it doesn't do anything.
Not yet. That we know
Yeah,
of.
not yet. Mm-hmm.
The idea of them, like, there was like a comment somewhere where they were like, yeah, they're going to add like weaknesses and resistance to certain elements. It literally felt like we were playing Pokemon or getting into that realm. And I'm like,
I wish it was more like Pokemon.
Type match that shit.
Who needs to roll a d20 when you can flip a coin?
Oh,
Hell
dude,
yeah.
I love flipping coins.
Same odds, right?
It's
I
true.
wish in some cases.
Did I hit it? Coin flip, yes.
You did hit it. This is the guy that was in the Gen Con demo decks, right, Chris?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, he's
it was just with updated
now.
art.
Yeah.
Which, can we talk about the barding on the horse's head? What it looks like. Can we just talk about that?
Absolutely.
Like it's he wanted a griffin, but could only afford a horse.
I don't know. It almost looks like Kevin from Up. That's what it looks like.
All right.
Yeah, it does. It looks like a
It's just a
Muppet.
big goofy bird from the movie Up.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to Disney Pixar.
Are any of you familiar with Space Ghost? It looks like fucking Zorak.
Oh, yeah. It does
Oh my
look
God,
like
it does.
Zorak. It is Zorak. That's more. That is it. That is fucking it.
It's the right
Zorak.
color scheme, dude.
I'm a horse.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Nah, this is just a basic level 2. The 2 hit points is nice. Like, now you don't have just Lady Malagrans.
Yeah.
And I don't want to get ahead of ourselves because obviously we have Squire Fendrick peeking out in the corner over there.
Ooh.
But when it comes to like the way that these print and play decks are laid out, what I see from like all of them is that you get 2 copies of the level 2 starter and they're usually up in front.
Yep.
But it's like from a strategic standpoint, like you would not really want to start 2 Church Inquisitors. You'd want to go 1 Church Inquisitor, 1 Squire Fendrick. So just a FYI to the new players. if you're looking to make your deck a little bit better when you do the print and play, do that, please.
And then we've got Ambitious Squires. +2 for attack, 12 AC, 0 skill, 1 hit point. Standard for level 1 fighter, or most level 1 characters, really. But he's got +2 attack and AC for each adjacent higher level symbol character, aka Deverinian.
I think it's a good, solid ability. Not too powerful, not too weak.
Yeah, it's a pretty good, solid start, especially for early stuff. What's going on, Man Among Kings? Thanks for stopping in and hanging out with the four of us, dorks.
I think he's really strong. Like, if you think about it in a limited format, right? This gives devs an offensive start because you could start that Squire Fendrick first action, move him up, and then you have 2 dudes with +4 attack, 14 AC.
Yeah,
Very solid.
That's really solid.
and you know
what?
what?
In the days of Shield, Ambitious Squire is good.
What are you running? Shield and Strength? Nice. Or what was the dude
Axe
that
and
gave
Hammer.
attack? Axe and Hammer. That's right.
Hell yeah.
I guess the ambition comes from the fact that he actually has some quality armor. Usually Squires, they get whatever's left over. Deverenia did not cheap out. They're like, we're going to make sure our Squires are taken care of.
Yeah, right.
Absolutely.
They have a good union in Deverania now.
Yeah.
Now that that is gone.
A lot of human rights in Deverenia.
In the last 100 years of the Cordlands, it's now treating people like they're good.
All right. And art is by our own fish on that one.
Yeah,
Ray
no, this is actually a
Greaves.
good piece. I
Yeah.
really like this one.
Yeah.
If Fish just drew, he would be a quality person.
Seb, any thoughts?
I already thought the main ability for that character is pretty solid, which gives a good standability in the front ranks to support your ranks when you move something higher up or let it fall. A solid character. I don't think he's too powerful or too strong. I think he's really solid.
Yeah, and that's why you have him with the, which is our next guy, Squire Fendrick. Oddly a reprint, but that's okay. If you're unfamiliar, 3 attack, 14 AC, level 2. Limited order, you can spend a character in the rank and move forward 1 rank. If Squire Fendrick moves, he can just immediately perform a melee strike, which, pretty good. 2 skill, 1 AC, or 1 hit point. 1 AC, he'd be fucking garbage.
I'd still play him.
I would still play him too. Not gonna lie.
Just move him right
1AC.
between 2 ambitious squires. Yeah, I'll do a
Yeah,
+7.
for
I
newer
don't care.
players, just a clarification, he moves, he performs a melee strike. So if somebody else, if you spent a different character, he doesn't spend. And to perform a melee strike is different than performing an attack. Attack is the act of spending, choosing your target, rolling your dice. A melee strike is you just point and roll. You don't have to spend for it. So he's essentially going to get 2 strikes.
Yep.
If he lives.
If he had 1 AC, probably unlikely. But 14 AC, that's a bit
Nah,
nicer.
He would still be used because it's a really great way just to keep him safe in the second rank until you need him, and then go up, get that strike. It's really good. He's a solid character.
Yep. All right. And Malcolm McClinton. Artist name I don't remember, but he did it. He's also pretty decked
Gravity
out.
Flux.
What's that? Oh, he did.
Gravity Flux, Mass Blessing.
Mass Blessing.
That's
I've never
what I-
heard of Mass Blessing. What's that one?
Of course, you know that he did Gravity Flux, you jerk.
Of course I would. It's hanging literally above my head at the moment.
I know. I heard the Medusans are going to unban it.
Hey, get out of here. I'm not even a Medusan and I'll stop you.
He's only done about 200 Warlord cards. Yeah.
So did
Whatever.
you not pay attention to me when I did that for all those years?
No, I remember. Chris.
And you know what? For our next character, Yodog, we heard you like squires because we've got yet another squire, Squire Parthas. I think he's a reprint as well, right?
He is a reprint, correct.
I don't know Deverinians very much.
He
I
wasn't
agree.
really played. He wasn't really played when he came out, so I don't know how well he's going to be played now.
Prime leveled target for sure.
Yeah.
But because of that ability, that's why I like the inclusion of him. Not
Yeah.
too great, but great for learning something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
and especially if you run the stock levels in the deck, good to go. Resto made note that the horse for Church Inquisitor reminds him of Crow from Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Oh.
That's another good one.
No.
Crazy how many things that horse looks like.
And how many things he doesn't look like a horse.
It does not look like a horse.
All right, then we've got Talmer, the Protector. I don't even know if that's the correct pronunciation of his name. Oh, Britt Martin for that Squire Parthas, if you recall his stuff. Or her. Or them. I don't judge. I don't care. You do what you want.
That's an old school card.
It is.
Very old school card.
So, how do you guys pronounce? Is it Talmar?
Talma.
Talma?
Talma the
I always
Protector.
just said Talmer.
Palmer, yeah.
I'm just going to call it Malomar the Protector, because those are delicious. What do we got here?
Yes.
Each... Oh, yeah?
No, you go ahead. You go ahead.
+2 attack, 13 AC, kind of stock on a wizard, though. Level 3 with 7 skill, not too bad. And each fighter in the rank in front of the Talmar the Protector gains +2 AC and skill. Not too bad. Talmaro, that's a good one, Restus. Talmaro the Protector. What are our thoughts on this one? I think he's fine myself.
He was played a lot in like Joden decks back in the day.
Yep.
He kind of lost a lot of momentum like when better cards came out.
Yeah.
But for a standard set, for a first set, he's good. He's a solid card.
Yeah, like from a playability standpoint, I wish he had 2 HP, but obviously that doesn't make sense. This wizard taking toughness as his feat, his bonus feat, just to get extra hit points. But 7 skill is very respectable. I really that was always the best about him. So something like this Warlord here, who has fighter stuff and wizard stuff, he's a really good fit in a small card pool.
Mm-hmm. And supporting the weenies, the small level 1 characters as well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and
Yeah,
that's what all the print and battle decks were about, is just weenie support. Take that how you want. All right.
God damn it.
Now, we're into our actions for this Never-Ending deck. Excuse me. I could have sworn this was a card, and for some reason, when I was trying to search it on Untap, I couldn't find it, and then I finally did. I Have Your Back. Level 1 action for a fighter. After another character in this rank is targeted with a strike, redirect the strike to this character. And, I don't know, just kind of protect your shit. Nothing really for me on
Very
that.
iconic card. It's been around since the early days for sure. I mean, I always look at it as it's weird. I always remember Urg, that Nothrog instead.
Yep.
It just essentially does almost the same ability. It's just adjacent. But then I remember looking, like when I was learning the game, like I had Urg, and then I look at this and it's like, oh, this is just Urg. So that's how I always have just known that card in my head. Doesn't see much play. I do like that it's strike, so it can be a range strike as well. Have your back and take a bullet for your fellow soldiers.
Yeah. By the way, Man Among Kings, thanks for the redemption of your points. Everybody stretch if they want to. I did, but it's always a good thing to remember to stretch. You don't want to pull a muscle sitting in a chair, which, yes, can happen, and I have done.
Absolutely.
I don't want to talk about it.
You just seem like you just have walking injury.
That's basically all I am. Walking or sitting, it doesn't matter.
I was going to say the walking part is very ironic, considering you couldn't for so many months.
Oh,
We don't even know if he can.
I can walk. It took me 3 months to... Oh, yeah, I can walk fine now. It's just, I'm slow.
I mean, you can stand up and show us via the Twitch is open. We can watch.
Yeah, what's the point of having camera?
Calm down,
You
Sly.
don't use it. Let's go. Chop chop.
It just was weird because yesterday I had a doctor's appointment for my leg and was at my GP, and they were looking at it and they're like, did you actually break it? And the sock is covering up the scar, and I'm like, yeah, don't you have that kind of fucking information in front of you? And I'm like, well, I don't see. And then he saw the scar. He's like, oh, does it hurt? And then he squeezed it. I'm like, the fuck is wrong with you? Yes.
Okay.
That's great.
Good doctor.
Dr. Wang. Gotta throw a name out there. Good job. Love the name.
Well, the second name is very specific.
Yeah. And that's what we are here at Powerful Mages & Co. Oddly specific. All right, we got another classic reprint here for the wizard spells. Blast, Order, perform a +3 range strike. Ooh, Resto banned a word. We are not allowed to say the faction of the army that we are still looking at for the deck. It's up to you guys. I'll keep myself to it.
Nobody wants to talk about him anyway.
Storm Worshipper.
Like, you got 3 people here, and none of us play this faction.
Yeah, that's true.
I think out of all of us, it's the least played. I think Chris might play it the most out of me and Sly.
I mean, last month, and we saw how far that got me.
Yeah,
And
you
the month
also play
before,
Don.
and we saw how far that got me.
Yeah, never mind. Chris is just a trash player.
I can't
Why play
comment.
this faction when you can play the Chosen? That's all I'm saying.
Ooh.
Yeah, you gotta win. Yeah,
Really?
Blast is great. Blast is an awesome card. Like, there's no reason why this card should never not be reprinted.
Yeah, it's just a classic lightning bolt action. Level 1 performer +3 range strikes. Although it would be sick if it just did 3 damage, but you know.
And to be honest, this is printout decks. This is for newbies, people who are getting back into the game or want to learn it.
Yeah.
It's an awesome, simple card who does very specific thing. You understand very easy, and you can play it. You get into it, and I think that's perfect for it.
Absolutely.
People will play Blast from the level 1 fighter, though.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
What kind of creature is this in the artwork? It's supposed to be a dragon, right?
Yeah,
it's
I
like
guess
That's a dragon?
a
thought it
dragon
was-
with like a symbiotic, like purple thing on it. Like what
Maybe
the hell?
purple snakeworm.
That's what I thought. I always thought it was just like a worm, like a purple worm from D&D.
I could
Except it
see
just
that.
looked different.
Do purple worms have fire breath weapons?
That's
Yeah,
not
but
fire.
acid
Look at
stuff.
that. That's like bright, like almost maroon red coming out of its mouth.
Blast. It's
It's
blast
action
fire
fire.
stuff.
Just imagine it's
May-
Danny DeVito.
Maybe it's the horse from the first picture, just with another mask.
It is the horse.
That's why he
That is
wears the
true.
mask.
Because he actually looks like that. It's fair.
Resto, it's blasting blood vomit. A man among kings. We need to ask Jim Pavlik, but he may not even have an answer.
It's cool art either way.
Yeah.
Classic. I'm glad they haven't never changed the art. It's so good.
Speaking of
There
art
is,
changes,
on Untap, it does a different art. It's like
Is
the
there really?
CE one. It's like a.
We don't
like
talk
it almost
about
looks like
that
a wall of fire.
Oh, you're right. Oh, that was terrible art.
Yeah. C art was not good.
yeah. You know what? Speaking of cards that have had multiple arts, Leveled. I think this is the 3rd or 4th different art for Leveled, but it's a classic standard card that's been around since the beginning of the game. Just, you happen to kill someone with the character. If they're equal or higher level, you get to put that on there, and it gets +1 level, +3 attack, AC, +2 skill, +1 hit point. You banish the card, but let's be honest, we all just kind of attach it so we remember.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it's a great card.
yeah, I mean,
And it makes sense with a level 1 character. Otherwise, he would be strange to be there.
honestly, if this action was anything other than level 1, it might not even be used in like starter decks. It's like level 3 action minimum. Okay, but why?
Yeah, it's a card that always comes in the format. Like, I think it was an epic NCE,
Yeah,
so it makes sense that this makes another appearance. It's just like a solid beat stick card. It's fun to level up because it brings you almost like that D&D vibe of like I'm leveling up my character. So it's just cool.
yeah.
Mhm.
And then you get that champion feel when you get to level a Brine Fiend, and you're like, yeah, now it's got 3 AC. Or 3 hit points, rather.
After rolling the 20 on their Warlord, you leveled afterwards. Like, what
Level. All right, Eager Blade is our first item for this deck. It's a +2 to your attack, level 4 fighter item. If the character move, they gain advantage on melee strikes. Pretty cool. I don't believe this. I think this is new, right? I'm thinking of Cheap Sword, which is the reprint.
Wasn't
Yeah,
it in the
it's-
Northrok demo deck, that weapon?
It was
Yes,
in
that is
the. Was it the Dothra? Oh, the other weapon was in the Dev one. That's right.
Yep.
That's right. Yeah.
Rock Saber.
Yeah, which was.
Mhm.
I'll be honest, that card is fucking kind of broken.
Yeah, it's too good for
It's
Print in
so
battle.
good. It's so good. But Eager Blade's fun.
It's a good card.
Yeah, giving advantage on strikes is always a plus. Advantage is a great mechanic. Always get that better roll or the one that you think is best. And then we got
Yeah, really like the introduction of advantage
Oh.
in this new edition. Just matching the evolution of D&D because
Yeah.
it is a 5e mechanic there. This is 5e Warlord, so it's perfect.
and it's yet another art by Fish.
Man, how much did they pay that guy?
$10.
I
You just
hope
listened
not.
to his opinions for 20 minutes. That was the deal.
I really hope Fish got paid for this.
Oh yeah.
No, he definitely did. You know, Fish. He got paid.
That's true. Yeah, and he had multiple rounds of negotiation.
Probably.
If this, one thing to note about this card though is that it's whenever they move. It's not forward or backward. It's just
Yeah.
whenever they move. So
You
an
can move
example
within
of this would be
rank.
like boots of mobility,
Mm-hmm.
and then you can move within the rank and then gain advantage on all your melee strikes.
Yeah, it's
So
pretty
it's
cool.
it's a nice little interaction there. Or camel.
Camel. They should reprint that card.
Fantastic card.
Phenomenal card.
You know what? Speaking of steeds, we got yet another classic reprint, Warhorse. +1 attack on level 4. It's a steed. Spend order, spend the Warhorse. Move forward 1 rank, and then the other order, spend the Warhorse. Gain +2 attack. It's a classic steed. It's been also another card that's been since the game came out. One of my favorite steeds that I actively used in decks. Maybe not competitively, but, for fun.
I've used this card in competitive decks. It has its place. Like the extra 2 attack is underestimated, I think.
As long
Like,
as
a
exhaustion
steed-
isn't reprinted.
That's true. But being able
No
to
rescue.
have a steed that does something after you move, like after you're in the front rank, is I think really, really good.
Yeah.
And they're using the good art on Warhorse, not the Epic Edition art.
Oh, I don't even remember the Epic Edition art.
It was brown, I think. Like the whole card was just like whitewashed brown.
I love it.
And it didn't have a mask.
And
Ah.
it didn't have the mask. This one actually looks like a horse. So.
Although I do love how the teeth look at. I just noticed just how very large they were. But I mean, teeth, that's on a horse.
Horse's
They're always
teeth.
going to be large. All right, now we're into Bobby faction. Got the dwarves with the new warlord, also at uncommon, Gorthos, Shadow's Axe. Level 5 evil dwarf barbarian. +5 and +0 on the attacks, 15 AC, 7 skill. And a thing that I am glad that they finally started doing for fighters that are warlords, 4 hit points. Something
For
that I
frontline.
thought should have been across the board even from the get-go.
Yeah. Krun would love to have 4 hit points.
At one point.
Yeah, I think so.
he doesn't need it. He swings first. There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
But he's got a built-in ability, Stalwart, may not be spent or stunned by opposing card effects, which I quite enjoy. He's barbarian, if I didn't mention that. Limited order on him. Your target barbarian gains +5 attack and +2 hit points and an additional melee strike at base +0 when attacking. Or while attacking this turn. The target may not perform actions other than to attack or maneuver this turn. I thought it was pretty great. I like him. I know Bobby's been all about that stuff.
Can't
Yeah,
believe they
I
gave
think
him
he's
2 strikes.
I think he's really good. They're giving dwarves 2 strikes first of all, which is very exciting for me.
Yeah.
It's very cool. The Yeah, everything about him just is really solid. Like the stalwart is definitely the standout on the card, even though it's the least amount of text.
Mm-hmm.
Like having an upfront fighter that could just do whatever he wants without worrying about being exhausted.
Yep.
Like that's really good.
Oh yeah.
His ability is weird. I like it, but like my first thought was like using it on like somebody like Talon to give Talon 2 extra hit points and additional strike with wars
Yeah.
and doing stuff like that. But then you do have like the last ditch effort where you can like use it on yourself when you're in the front. So then he has 3 strikes, like plus 10, plus 5, plus 5,
Mm-hmm.
which is pretty good with no items. But then he can't do anything. Like he can't know prisoners, he can't bloodthirsty. I did ask a rules question whether he can obliterate or not
I
because
saw.
technically he's attacking, and then I don't know. Well, I'm working on that.
Did you ever get a response?
No.
Oh, it's
You
because
know
you're a
King
Medusan.
would, too.
You should know the answer.
Yeah, I can make it up. Forgot that's my privilege now. No, otherwise I really like him, especially for like an uncommon warlord. Like he's very solid. He's gonna be tons of fun just for the freedom that he has to not like spend or stun from whatever my opponent wants to do.
7 skill for a fighter. That's Zod territory.
It's
But
no,
the thing
it's no
that I-
Nile.
The thing that I like the most is that the dwarf's finally getting some spice. We got an evil dwarf fighter.
Oh, I didn't even realize that. Good.
Yeah, he's from
evil.
like in one of the stories. It's like the Hrun, like they worship Hrun or whatever, and they're the evil subfaction of dwarves that also live in the caves with like Stonejaw is like his opposite.
Okay.
So yeah, this is like the evil, like how the elves. We'll get to the elves, but how the elves got theirs, like good faction. This is the evil ones.
Maybe this looks like I'm gonna play some dwarfs in the future. Because when
Yeah,
they're
I
getting
don't mind
evil, they're
seeing- I
getting
don't-
better.
I guess just distrust everything.
This is drawn by Storm Cook. Or is it Storm? I
That's a
really
name.
can't see it very well if that's an M or an N. I'm going to say Storm Cook.
Is it and Storm Cook?
That's not nearly as fun as Storm Cook. I hate this guy. Fuck
He's
him.
not gonna watch this
I'm never
video.
going to play Gorthos. All right, we've got another evil dwarf barbarian fighter. Hrun Instigator. Oh, Worshipper of Hrun. +2 attack, 14 AC, 4 skill, which is not bad for a level 2 fighter, and 1 hit point. Limited order, target an opposing character within 1 rank. The target performs a melee strike. After the strike, Hrun Instigator performs a melee strike with advantage. Not too bad. It's reminiscent of one of the ones that was in the Dwarf Gen Con deck, where they made the strike and then you make the strike against the target. But I think that gave another character the ability to do that, make the strike, right? Or am I thinking?
No, he's still forward in the strike.
Okay.
This is the exact card.
Oh, they just
that
gave
was
it a
in
name
the-
and made it
They
evil.
might have given it more skill. I forget.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I love that they have the door right there for scale. It looks so tiny, especially compared to the axe.
Yeah, he's clearly 1/3 axe in height.
See, like this is what I don't get about the art, though. Why would if he's in the mountains, right, where the dwarves live? Why are the doors so much bigger than what they need?
They have
Like
gas.
they built them, right? They have guests.
Yeah. Oh, hello, Mr. Dear Abyssal. Come over.
I guess I'm wrong. Yeah, I'll retract that.
It's good times. No, I like it when they have guests. Everybody needs guests, you know.
I love this card though. I
Oh,
think this
yeah.
card's really good.
Hey, this.
Oh, it's because the only thing they got going on them, you know, is the shoulder covering. I love that they're like mountain dwellers also. I assume it's going to be cold, but you know what they say about assumptions. Everybody loves them, and everybody makes them.
It's true.
Chant. Adjacent... I almost said Deveranian. Dwarf characters gain +2 AC, +0 attack, 11 AC, level 1 cleric, 2 skill, and 1 hit point. Kind of iconic.
Yeah, solid start. Fun fact though, at Gen Con, the decks that they had for demoing, Chant was actually a fighter.
What?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
They messed up the printing on him. So Chant was
Hmm.
a level 1 fighter for a weekend.
I like
Is
it.
that going to be like a Chase alt art promo that somebody on eBay is going to pay $50 for?
If I knew
100%.
that, I would have taken some.
100%. You know, people are going to do that. They're like, ooh, it
Little
got graded
dwarf.
at a 10, so therefore it's worth $100,000 now.
There we go.
And, ooh, another
Awesome
Oh.
artwork.
for Chandler, for this upcoming guy, Hazak of the
Yeah.
Shadow. I love this art. It's just so... My 5th grader drew this for me. Hazak of the Shadow.
I just love that they had an iconic elf artist draw a dwarf. I know that hurts Bobby's soul a little bit.
It does.
Because of the really
As soon as
pointy
I- as
ears
soon as
on
I
it.
As soon as I saw Lynn Hunter, I was like, great. Like, not that she's a bad artist. I have nothing against Lynn Hunter or the art that she does. I think it's really good, but I hate elves with a bitter passion. So, like, I know I get.
Tell us more.
It's simply pettiness.
So he's got 2 attacks +3/+3, 14 AC, level 3 fighter, dwarf barbarian who's evil, 3 skill, 2 hit points, dual wield, may equip a second weapon instead of a shield, and Hazak of the Shadow and adjacent characters get +5 attack while wounded. I like that. Beefs him up, gets angry. That's like a classic barbarian.
The best thing is that dual wield is a thing. How often I played a lot of fighter decks. How often you put in weapons and then you have to decide which you want to use. Mostly shields were never been a big option, just sometimes. But getting 2 weapons on a character, oh boy, that's a thing.
Yeah.
I agree. Because, like, usually the shields were like your utility piece, right? Like, you use like Tower Shield, Wyvern Scale.
Mm-hmm.
Dragonhide, like those are like the ones, they're cool, they're good, they give you the AC, the defense, but like sometimes you want to get that, like, Silverwind and Demon Slayer on,
Yeah.
I mean, Silverwind is the top-notch second weapon for every fighter. When I strike, you do nothing.
Yeah.
Point.
It's so good.
Yeah, you're an MLG on a stick.
Yeah, that's true. Like I love that. Yeah. MLG on its stick, awesome.
Oh, apparently this dude's name used to be Trample because the flavor text, I am Trample no longer. With a capital T.
Oh, shit. Okay, so that, like, in the story, why that means they were, like, normal dwarves, and then they, like, left to go join the Hrun people, and then they gained a name, I guess.
I like it.
Okay.
Oh, no, that guy's from the story. No, because in the story, Trample got stolen. Like, he got kidnapped in the story. Like, they took him away. So then he turned into this guy. So he might have been corrupted?
Man Among
Dwarves
Kings
are
says he was a
Scientology?
main character in one of the
I
stories.
mean, he got some runes on his body, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Either way, I think he's really cool.
I love his ears. They're so pointy.
Just
She had,
rubbing
to
more
put a hat,
salt.
she had to put a hat on so they didn't see the bone spurs.
All right. We've got a guy whose face looks a little bit bizarre to me, Sunforge Smith. I assume he's got, like, bracelet things on the mustache, but I don't know. Like, the expression on him is just bizarre to me. It's a +2 attack cleric. He's a dwarven smith, which I don't know if smith is ever going to have anything to do with anything. Might just be for flavor. 12 AC, 4 skill, 1 hit point. Spend order, target your wounded dwarf character, unstun the target, or the target performs a +2 strike. That's pretty good. I like that.
It's more than good. I mean, it's a little bit like weak Magellan? How is
Yeah.
her?
You're right.
But for dwarf, oh boy, and you have 2 options. Sure, you need a wound, but if you got a wound, that's a good one.
Yeah.
He's a solid card for sure.
Yeah.
It's still also funny that a cleric is a smith. You would think that's more like a fighter. But I guess when, like, weapons are your religion, like it would be with the dwarves. It kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
This card is going to change dwarf decks
Yeah.
until
Yes.
the end of time. This card is so good. Like,
Go level
finally, my only form of movement is stunning up, and now I can unstun finally. Like,
Yeah.
love it. It's so good.
It's really good.
And for what it's worth, I forgot to mention, it's a light attacker. Holy, I'm not sure what they went with for it.
Radiant.
Radiant. Okay. And this is
know
done
that
by
sound effect
Tuan Duong Chu for the art. Again, it's the mustache that throws me off and like the weird agape mouth. On both
Well,
of them,
100
really.
He's a
100 years
mouth
have passed by. No?
No.
Now you're getting new fashion.
Oh, there
What
you
if he's not like an armor smith or anything? What if his name is just Smith? Like, we're just gonna have like different factions with Smith on them, and then it would just be like, the most common name in the Cordlands now.
Oh, yeah, who's that? Sunforge Smith? Oh, part of the Dwarf Smith families? Yeah.
Exactly.
Kind of like Squire is just going to be like not a thing that, is a title. It's just that's their name, and everybody in Deverania just is Squire something or other.
Yeah, it's just their first name.
And for the artwork, I like to say I like that is something new. It looks a little bit like VOV, but I like that we're getting so much different arts now.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's really good. Like, I really like the art.
Yeah.
Even with like his face is whatever it is, like, it's great. The guy on the side makes me laugh every time. I look at it.
Absolutely. I just love the adjusting of goggles. Like, oh shit, did you make a shiny sword? Fuck yeah.
Like, I can see turning this card into like a meme, like, where you just put something cool where the dwarf is, and it's just the guy looking at him. Like, if it was like Chris, it would be like a sandwich instead of a sword.
Awesome.
All right, we've got another reprint here. We've got Valdemar, level 1 dwarf fighter, 0 attack, 13 AC, 0 skill, 1 hit point. That's more of the standard on level 1s, I remember. Limited react. After an adjacent dwarf character equips an item, he readies himself.
He wasn't played when he came out. I don't see if he's going to be played now.
Nah. He's
Like, it's 0 attack,
Yeah.
0 skill. Like, the 13 AC is good, but like, what are you swinging for? You're not doing anything. Like, it's just not worth the character slot, really. Again, this is 5e. You may not have that many character slots, so maybe you have to put them in.
Yeah.
But if he had like 2 attack, like, he would be absolutely better. Like,
Yeah.
and just being aggressive, but like, I don't know. Fine Hilted Saber with him is pretty good, I guess.
Yeah, he was designed for Sigurdur in 4e. Like, I think he was like included in that deck and worked really well there. So maybe it works with like auto, but we don't even know what traps do.
That's
so
true.
Like,
it could work with auto. I didn't even
put
think
him
about
in
that.
here. Even then, though, it's iffy.
I like the...
Like, you'd still want to start the guy that gives adjacent people hit points, though. Like in auto.
Oh, yeah. Tunnel Vanguard or whatever.
Yeah. Like, that's just so much better. He's niche. I don't like him. I probably won't be playing him.
Is it because he's got caveman face?
No, I actually appreciate the caveman face.
He likes Geico.
Oh, okay. He loved that show that they made about the Geico cavemen.
Yeah.
I also
James
love
Franco.
the dragon on the shield there. It's just, it looks basic.
I thought that was a horse.
With a mask.
It's a wyvern steed.
It's the creature from Blast.
They just didn't color it in, but yeah, it's purple.
Fair.
Another Tavern Brawl. This is a new one that I enjoyed with the Gen Con decks. Level 1 classless action. Order. Target opponent chooses a character they control. The chosen character performs a melee strike. After the strike, this character performs a melee strike.
Return to Chris words. It's like the Orc ability. It's just the ability from the level 2 draw. But it's an awesome ability.
Yeah, I love it. I loved it using it in the Kurak deck. That deck is just really good, though, I thought. But that's because we made like a modified version of it. We didn't do the stock Gen Con deck.
I mean, Advok and Timok love this card.
Oh yeah.
It's just
this card is sick.
It's a fun one. Like when you think about playing D&D, you think about getting into tavern brawls because someone eventually does that in every party, and it just fits so well. This is one that it's great for low level play and like just learning the game, but then like you can see applications for this elsewhere. Just if you're going with, some kind of repost focused character that wants to get hit, like this is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point, Chris. When it comes to like forcing a slow deck to be aggressive, right? Like when you're waiting for somebody to strike your front rank, like you could play this card, and it forces them to trigger abilities. Like it's an extremely great card. I feel like I think it will see a lot more play than what people could think that it would, because it's great. And the funny thing is, another Tavern Brawl. The reason why Josh named it that is because there's 2 other Tavern Brawls in the game with the same name, and they are 2 separate cards. So this is just like a little play on that it's another Tavern Brawl.
Like the idea?
Yeah. Classic D&D feels. Speaking of classic, Bruntor's Helm. Everybody's favorite level 5 item for fighters. 1 AC, but it gives you 1 hit point. Another classic that I remember using fondly in many a deck.
Beautiful.
Awesome.
It's beautiful to see.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been one of the earliest cards, and it's still been played today, so that explains how good it is.
Yeah, it is. I can't say it's like as iconic as Black Lotus, but it's probably the most iconic fighter item, in my opinion.
I think so. Without the price point, I would say this is like the most iconic. It would be like this or King's Lady, right?
Yeah.
Like one of the two. But this, this was the first item I ever searched for when I played Zod. Like the first time, it was Bruntor's Helm.
Always. Now we've got another reprint there. Cheap Sword. Death React.
The next faction.
Okay. Oh, but what about Flail?
So the only thing to talk about with like Flail is that how they did the 3 classes on the side.
Yeah,
from a design standpoint. I wish they put the numbers in them.
So do I.
But I like it. I think it's cool.
Yeah, I kind of like how they're doing that, but at the same time, I also miss, like, at least for the characters that are multi-faction, I liked having the oval and then it just specifically saying what classes they were. Like, the one question that someone posed in there with, hey, how do I know what, classes this guy is? It literally says it right there in the text box. Huh.
But that goes to our point before, right? Like, there's a guy that asked what faction this was, and it was written out.
I think it was the same character, too.
It was probably the same, yeah. And it was like, well, what class are these? And it's like, it says it right there. So it's like, you can't really argue that, like, this is too complicated, because, like, maybe it is, but maybe the other one is too.
All right, let's move on to my favorite faction.
Before we move on from Flail, I think we need to appreciate the flavor text there. There's a quote from a character called Malexin.
Make sure you hit them. You don't want to lose those spikes coming back, or you don't want those spikes coming back around. Malexin.
Malexin is a shout out to our good friend Jeremiah Uselton, who is no longer with us. Very iconic Warlord player. So happy to see that there's a character with his toll handle now running around the Accord Lands.
Yeah.
Flail is an amazing card. Everybody should get Flails.
Bobby has come around on Flail now.
I have come around on Flail. I didn't even read the freaking flavor text. That's awesome.
That is really cool.
Short question to that card. Does somebody know why it's a weapon treasure?
Because it was reprinted with the treasure trait. So now it has the treasure trait.
I was surprised. Okay.
I thought you were just going to leave it as because they reprinted it with treasure and then nothing else to like explain anything.
They explain it like answer the question with no answer. Yeah.
Hey, I got a job as a terminal manager, and my one friend asked me, so what does a terminal manager do? And I'm like, they manage a terminal. and I didn't think about how that was just actually not a response, but like to me it was like, well, that's what they do. They manage a terminal. I don't know what to tell you.
It's proper.
Yeah, we got elves now. We've got Roan of the Deep Brook, or Ronnie as I'm going to call them. 2 attacks +6/+6, 16 AC, good elf, warlord, elf scout, magic resistance built in, limited react. You know, if you don't know what it does, you can, if it's targeted with a spell, you can roll a DC 20 as a react to cancel it if you succeed. 9 skill, 3 hit points, and then your characters gain enter react, perform a +1 range strike, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
That is nuts.
Yeah.
Like just the
done it
ability to
again.
play a level 1 and attack a level your opponent's second rank is massive, especially because in a smaller card pool, you are really, like ancients, like from a strategy standpoint, warlords don't usually sit around in rank 2. They usually want to stay in 3 where it's safe. So like this guy's kind of attacks your second rank to kind of get the warlord into that danger zone. So like it's a lot easier in this limited card pool to do that, and he does it not once per turn. Every character when they enter, like there is so much abuse that can happen with this.
100%. And as Resto pointed out, even though it's a joke, Archer Tower gets a react to shoot when it comes
Yep.
into play. What?
But I think Archer Tower got a printability that he can't perform other actions in.
Yeah, that's what he noted. That. Just kidding. It may not perform actions, but it would
But
be
it's
pretty
good
gross.
ability.
Yeah, I hate everything about this card.
Yeah, that seems fair.
Specific is an elf, right?
It's the only reason
Yeah,
why.
well, it's just like frustrating that like every time a set comes out, the elf is usually the best warlord. Like, granted, this isn't. I don't feel like this is the best warlord that's been spoiled.
But still pretty good.
It's so goddamn good.
So the rage is
it's-
understandable.
Yeah, it just gives you the flexibility to perform if you want to do a melee strike. You don't use the react, but if you say, "Oh, I'm stuck here," the flexibility is the biggest point here.
Yeah.
Oh, and magic resistance.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
nice as well.
And we got another Lynn Hunter art, and it's an elf. But here's the thing I like about the art. No pointy ears. It's a graveyard librarian. +1 attack. What is it, necrotic?
Guess something undead.
Yes, necrotic.
13 AC, 2 skill, undead elf scholar. Perform a +3 range strike. If this would kill the target, banish it instead as a spend order. 5 skill. That was also in the elf Gen Con decks. So we've
And
known
5 skill.
about this one. Yeah,
That's
5
pretty
skill is
good.
nice. On a level 2.
Solid character.
Absolutely. Bobby, how much do you hate this one?
Yeah, I'm just gonna reserve my right to talk about it. It's a good level too. Like when you're talking about ancients, like this is a card that you'd probably consider running in your deck as an alternate start
Yeah.
to Kinnel. You know, Kinnel is kind of like what you play if you're running spells and need range strikes as an additional wound early game.
Mhm.
But I can see this being splashed in because it's a +3 is no joke. That's a good range strike, and then it just banishes the guy. Like it's really, really solid.
Yeah,
Elves
freaks.
are traditionally known for recurring characters, so it's great that they made an elf who's really good against other elves, just to
Yeah.
encourage people that you really only need to play the elven faction.
And some free kingdoms dislike this as well.
That's true.
That's true too.
We've got a classic Jiggerall, or as I used to say in our playgroup in Buffalo, Jiggy Jiggy what. Just the iconic level 1 rogue elf. 0 skill, 1 hit point, 12 AC, 0 attack, spend order, perform a +0 range strike.
And the best artwork from Jigora.
Yeah.
The Jiggerol meta is back, baby. Let's go.
It's so stupid. It's so stupid.
And you play him
Like
for...
I've been playing this game since it came out.
Yeah.
There's one dwarf that does a range strike, and it moves back to do it.
And it's a promo.
And it's a promo. And like The first, like, God, hit 3 cards we did so far. Everything's a range.
Hey, speaking of
It's
range,
just I just don't know what they do. I don't know how they work. Like, I don't.
at least the next one doesn't have a range strike. The Golden Grove Mage, which was spoiled a bit ago, but finally getting into a deck. +3 attack, 12 AC, 3 hit points, 5 skill, 1 hit point. But limited order, target character within 2 ranks. They must succeed with a will save, DC 9 plus the mage's skill, or suffer a wound. The fact that this one can go up, use the order, or if you have a way to move it up while ready, can just cast the spell and then also do this, it's really good. And it's a common.
Yeah, this is really good. For specifically in limited play.
Oh, yeah.
Because we know draft is going to be a thing. But you know, again, he's very squishy. He's got 1 HP and 12 AC. So you can get a lot of out of him in the front rank, but he's more as squishy as a 1 AC Squire Fendrick.
Yeah.
And he's like a second Typhara, just a little bit weaker in stats.
Yeah, if
But
only
his
he
ability
gave
is good.
-2 skill, too.
He definitely dyes his hair. Look at that. You see white in the roots.
Yeah, but that's like a natural elf thing, right?
Yeah, but look at the left side where we got the emu punk. On the right side, we got the pointy elf, Lord of the Ring. Interesting family mix up here.
We've got Sasuke on the left, and then, I don't know, some other anime character on the right.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. And then we've got yet another elf, Grimfrey Prowler, which I think this is a newer one we hadn't seen. +2 poison attack, 12 AC, 2 skill, 1 hit point, level 1 Grimfrey Prowler gains an attack bonus equal to his skill when performing a melee strike targeting spent characters. That's pretty good. I like it.
It is very solid, especially as a good character to play later when everything is spanned out. But I'm mostly surprised. Why does he look so strange? Did he got food poisoning? Why is
I think an elf
Right.
banged a Nothrog, and that's what happened.
Oh, that explains something.
You get an elf
Like
for
if he
an
was
elf.
undead and was a zombie, then yeah.
Yeah.
I legit thought it was supposed to be like some kind of dual faction thing where it's like, yeah, it's an Nothrog who's also part elf. Right?
Yeah, we got those mix-up characters in the past.
Yeah. Especially the ambassadors.
Yep.
Angus Hammerfall. What a wonderful Free Kingdom dwarf.
Yeah.
I thought that laugh was at my joke for a moment, and I was like feeling good about myself.
No.
But
It was great. It really was.
all right, we've got another reprint here. Tresvin, enter, react, perform a +4 range strike that may only target spent characters in spend order. Perform +1 level 2, 3 attack, 12 AC, 4 skill, 1 hit point. That's pretty great, especially with the Warlord, because then you're like, yeah, you got a spent character, all right, I'm going to enter, react, and then I'll perform a +4 against the spent, and then just a +1 against anything.
Yeah, Tressman has always been good.
Yeah.
Like, always a solid card. Especially in the new Warlord. Like, stupid.
It's
It's like the amount of tempo that you get. The amount of tempo that you get just from playing like a Trespin.
Yeah.
You know, that's 2 range strikes just coming up right into play.
Yep.
You
Yep.
know?
It's
And
dumb.
let's not even talk about the discard person. It's like just all value.
Vera and Bones.
But don't worry, the level 3 dwarf could equip 2 weapons.
Well, yeah, it's a dwarf elf. Of course it can. It's got to do something cool. Good old dwelves. First action we got is a reprint Crypt Wine. I don't think I have ever used this card in my life. Level 2 rogue action. Before this character makes a range strike roll, the strike inflicts an additional wound. Yeah, it's a card. I mean, I don't think it's terrible, but it's just not something that I would use in place of, like a backstab or something like that, which is clearly superior. Granted, it's also got a target to spend character. Flurry of Knives, another reprint, level 3 rogue action. Spend order, perform 3+2 range strikes. It's an okay card.
Yep, it's also from the
It's a good
Learn to
card.
Play set. Yeah.
Yep.
It's solid.
Here's a new one for us. Quick Dodge. Level 1 rogue action. React after this character is targeted with a strike. This character gains 5 AC for the strike. It's not a card I see people using in, like, constructed play, but I think it's fine for, like,
Teaching.
Teaching and, like, learn to play, etc., which is, yes, teaching, but I'm done. All right, Man Among Kings, have a good one. We'll talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
Go to bed, Russ.
All right, and then
Quick Dodge is solid, though. Like, it stays at level 1. Save Jagoro.
yeah,
And this might be, like, a card that is played in upfront rogue decks, depending on what comes out. Like, it may not be a dead card. 5 AC is huge.
that's
Yeah.
true.
It's like quick shielding for rogues.
Yeah,
Yeah, and any level 1 could play it. Like, it's I think it's underestimated. I think it could see play.
Zant, leap of the clouds without the movement. Yeah,
And I think Leap was level 2.
True.
But there wasn't only 4 AC.
Yeah,
I can't remember.
I think it was level 2.
We got a finished art for our Fate String bow that was clearly in the what is
Freak
her
deck.
name? The Freak deck. Yeah, I can't remember her name. The one who clearly dominated the
Reed.
Gen Cons. Was it?
May Reed.
Yeah, May Reed. And then order spend Fate String bow, discard the top card of an opponent's deck, perform a range strike with a bonus equal to the level of the card discarded this way. It's a strong
Good
card.
card.
It's good for control. It's good for just getting in extra strikes too.
It's a fun one for this Warlord. In that Freak that they mentioned, it gets a little disgusting.
Yeah.
Just because of the ability to play with the top of the deck revealed. Here, it's kind of like this is a spin the wheel kind of deal, and that leads to like a fun player experience. I think it's like, all right, let's see what I got, and then
Yep.
Oh, I got your level 8 item.
Yeah, exactly, and that just makes memorable moments when playing a game. So
Yeah.
it's a really cool mechanic. Just wish it wasn't with that Freak.
Yeah, it turns Spade String Bow into a very fair card.
Yeah. Riding Horse. I don't know if we got anything to comment on that one. It's iconic, classic steed. Just any class
Like
can
a
play
horse.
Looks like a horse, no helmet.
it. No helmet. But it's got some sweet braids on its mane, though. I like it.
Yeah.
Mare needs
Yep.
Mare is the quote there. There we go. Needs 3 horses.
Now, whatever you
It
have.
comes off as like a little bitchy right there.
Well,
you know?
she is
I know,
E,
but I
though.
love that it's specifically asking for 3 horses, and that's what comes with the deck: 3 riding horse.
Yep. Let's move on to our free kingdoms that we got. The Uncommon Warlord, Aneta Yaskar. 2 attacks, +5/+2, 15 AC. It is a cleric and rogue at level 4 with 8 skill, 3 hit points. It's a lycanthrope, which I love lycanthropes just because I was a fan of Yaskar the Elder from when it came out in Assassin's Strike. Limited order, your target character gains +3 attack and lycanthrope trait this turn, then performs a melee strike.
That is so good.
It's quite good. Church Enforcer, Aneta.
I mean, finally you can play more forms. Oh, this character can't play it? Well, you get a lycanthrope. Here's your form.
Exactly. They should have
It doesn't
included it.
fall off once you lose the trait. It's like all you
No,
needed
'cause-
was for
yeah.
equipping.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's solid. It's a solid card. I think it's like underpowered, but I also don't really play Free Kingdoms all that much.
I
Yeah.
think it's a 5/2 for the strikes, and yet something like the elf over there got like 6/6 for some reason.
Well, because this
but
one, technically, Chris, this is an 8/5.
if you're targeting yourself, yeah.
Yeah, you have to include the bonuses that it can give, to
He could be a
itself.
front rank fighter, yeah. Or front rank, not fighter,
Rogue
but
Cleric.
yeah, a front rank rogue cleric. Like those are two really good
class.
classes for sitting in the front rank.
Yeah.
You can heal yourself, or you got little tricksiness with dexterity thing you got going on. I like this warlord. It's
I like it.
straightforward.
Yeah. Design on it is nice.
I think he was getting better with the time. I hope we see some more lycanthrope stuff.
Yeah. I agree with that.
More forms.
Yeah, that would be
Oh,
awesome.
yeah.
We want to see more forms in 5th edition.
I'd love to see some kind of like insectoid form. I think it'd be really cool. But I'm weird like
Bee stinger.
Mosquito form.
yeah, mosquito
Mantis,
form. would actually-
mantis form.
Mantis form. That I could see that like a monk with lycanthrope mantis form. It's like I see what they did there. I want a monkey form as well. Next character, new Ardent Griffin, level 2 Beast Scout. 1 attack, 13 AC, 2 skill, 1 hit point, limited order, journey, move forward or backward, 1 rank. I like it. You can just put him in, and then hey, I want this guy to move up. Or hey,
Tunic wyvern with less attack.
yeah. Not much really to comment on that one.
A
Percy.
lot less attack.
Yeah, wasn't it like a 14 attack or 12 or something like that?
I do like that there's a lot of griffins in this that we've been seeing in spoiled cards. I think someone made the joke already online. It's like the griffin population is really like expanded since this time jump.
Yeah. 100
No
years.
major
Griffins.
enemies.
Oh, now we got a reprint. Percy Dorn just smoking what looks like a doobie. +1 attack, 11 AC, 0 skill, 1 hit point, level 1 fighter. Spend order, perform a +0 range strike. It's basically Jiggerall.
Yeah.
It's a better drill.
Because he's smoking a
Because he's
It's
doobie.
not-
+1 attack.
That nose, though.
Yeah, but Jigoro got 12 AC.
That's true.
You go offense here, Slime.
At least he don't have to step a rank backwards.
That is true.
Leonora.
I didn't say he was Dread.
That's true. Got Leonora now. Another reprint, I believe. +0, 12 AC, 1 row, 1 skill, 1 hit point. It's lycanthrope. Limited order. Leonora gains an additional melee strike base +0 when attacking this turn. Just another Artemi, or Adarami, or however you pronounce her, staple.
I can't believe this card got reprinted. It's so goddamn good.
Yeah.
Because she's a lycanthrope, that's why.
Yeah, they could have picked anything else or just made a new card. This card's so good. Like, cause like between this lycanthrope and then the cleric, right? You just give her another strike.
Yeah.
Like she'll have 3 strikes. It's gross.
Squire.
Stupid, and I don't like it.
I hate this shit. Squire Argos, +1, +3 for attacks, 14 AC, level 3 human. I believe it's pronounced Platin. 3 skill, 2 hit points. Other lower level Free Kingdom characters in this rank have +2 attack and +1 AC. Just kind of like iconic for her, I think, as well. She is a squire, so she should be Deveranian, though.
Nah.
This is a really good one. I remember the early days of CE, just packing Squire Argos in every good level 3 Free Kingdom character there was.
Yeah.
And it was respectable. Like, you get multiples of these in play, and it starts adding up.
Oh, yeah. It's great, and it's hilarious. And, if,
Shout out to Drew Baker.
air horn noises, I guess.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Yeah, I'm slow
Do we have a
getting to
soundboard?
it.
Thank you. Oh boy, here we go.
Now we got
Give
a
me
new.
a second. I have to open the door.
I wonder who it could
They
be.
got no jurisdiction over you.
No, it's the German one.
Oh, that would
Arguably
sound
much
awful.
worse.
Yeah. Bitte öffnen Sie die Tür, Polizei.
That is field thread.
All right, Yiskarite Berserker, +5 attack, 13 AC, level 2 Lycanthrope Barbarian. Ooh, Lycanthrope is the theme, and it's got Riposte +7, which, for your unfamiliar, limited react after target character performs a melee strike against this character. You can succeed with a Riposte check DC 20, perform a melee strike against the target. This strike may not be redirected. 2 skill, 1 hit point. Seems really solid for a level 2.
I would think a bear would have more HP though.
Yeah.
Well, he's the son of Huggins.
Hooky Bear's got 3, and he's only 1 level lower.
I love the flavor text.
The innocent need true champions. There you go.
I will say,
he was just some la-di-da free kingdom guy, just a normal farmer, but you know he just has a little bit of lycanthropy. It's all right.
it's vaguely reminiscent of like, hey, remember the video game Altered Beast? Yeah, this is the bear version. Where bear becomes man. Good art on that one. Gift from Above is our first action in here. Just a great reprint. Level 3 Cleric. Target character gains a bonus to attack and AC equal to this character's level until end of turn. Always just like a really great ability.
Love it.
Especially for this character who also can go to the front, the Warlord.
Exactly.
So he said, oh, I bonus myself up.
Super duper good on that one. Quick Shielding, another classic. Just react after target character within 2 ranks is targeted with a strike. The target gains a bonus 2 AC equal to this character's level until end of turn. Level 1 cleric action. Often saw play in a variety of decks. I remember using it in Buzzsaw because that deck was just a lot of fun.
Yeah, Quick Shielding's great. Lasting until the end of turn. Yep. Hopefully nobody forgets that. Please read your cards. This card's fantastic.
I still have PTSD for Gift from Dima.
Yeah. Gift from Above from Dima. +8. Here we go.
Swear Argos art hints at dragons. Yeah, I think there's going to be like at least 1 dragon in this set, right?
Really? You think every faction would get a dragon, right? Because of Restov?
Yeah. I don't know. I think they said that there's going to be like at least 5 dragons or something like that.
Awesome.
I would have been fine with just another Blackwind.
Yeah,
like
just another level 6er.
That came.
I want more worms.
Let's go.
I remember in Assassin's Strike, my buddy opening one, and he's like, shit, there's dragons in this game now? This is awesome. And we were all excited. Spiritual Weapon, it's a radiant action. Cleric level 2. Perform a melee strike with a bonus equal to this character's level. This character gains reach for the strike. That one was spoiled before, but finally in a deck. Love the card. Woo. I think it's going to be very good and see a lot of play.
This card is bonkers. I don't understand why it's uncommon, because it's so good that I would put it the rare statue on it. But it's fucking good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it is. Oh, boy.
I love this card.
Yeah.
And it's even got a
I could put 3 in like most of my decks and it'll be fine.
I mean, it's a fucking bear soul with an Hamatos included. That's it.
Let's see here. The items are just reprints. We got Breastplate, which I love the art for as always. Just like the crazy lion face on it. 2 AC, Cleric Fighter only.
Sure that's not a horse?
Oh, it could be a horse. You're right. Could also be a food dog, but, you know.
Yeah, I never realized that it was more than just armor, that it was actually supposed to look like an animal. I never realized that.
And the more you know. Oh, I guess I should have played Reading Rainbow on that one, but whatever. Then we got, what is this, Riding Horse? I don't think we've seen this one before. Just classic. Oh, wait, we have. Let's move on to the Mercs. Good old Mercs with Anaconda, or Anaconda, as I'm going to call them, just because that is an annoying name to say for me. Okay. She's got Icy Attack at +5/+1, 15 AC. A human peasant, level 5 good cleric. +9 skill, 3 hit points. Medicine built in at +5 if you're unfamiliar with that one. Limited order, target a wounded character in this rank and succeed with a medicine check. DC 20 to remove a wound from the target. With a limited react, after an opposing character moves, your target character journeys, which I think is very good. Just, I'm going to keep moving shit up.
It is a fantastic Warlord card. Where my gripe comes in
Is the artist?
No, not even with that. The art- this is a well done piece.
Okay, where's the hook?
I like the light source. On their website, where you can print and download the print and battle stuff, like when describing this character, the first line is "Coin rules everything around me." And I just want to say, I don't think either of those people have been to Staten Island. They know nothing about the land of Shaolin. They have never heard of the RZA, the Jizza, the Ghostface Killer. I was appalled reading that on their website. I was so angry. Irrationally angry.
I think it's completely rational, Chris.
Absolutely. I am
Eagle
very
Ollie,
justified.
Amanda's excited about Spirit Weapon. As she should be. It's a
Yeah,
great
Stone
friggin'
Fist,
item.
let's go.
Action.
Short question.
Dude,
Is
I
there
didn't
an attack?
even think about Stone Fist. That's so good.
What were you
Stone
gonna
Fist
say,
is
Slide?
The action. Yeah, the was asking if her attack is ice or spirit or what is this?
It looks like ice.
It's ice.
Okay. And yeah, and for the cleric action, I didn't expect Stone Fist as well, but oh, bonkers shit.
All right, yeah, solid across the board for Anaconda. Now we've got Shambling Horror with a +3 necrotic attack, 11 AC. It's an undead monster, level 2 cleric with reach, which is pretty good. Characters killed by Shambling Horror are banished instead, so it's nice to see more. I'm going to get rid of your dumb stuff so you can't do cool things.
Perfect.
Solid. I like it. The fact that it's a +3 attack with reach, very good. I could see him.
The best thing is it's the mercenary. Everybody can play him.
Yeah.
That's the really good thing.
He's kind of got like a Nosferatu face going with him.
Yeah, a little bit. Just you would think someone who has a Nosferatu visage would be a little bit stronger, but he is a solid character for sure.
To
again,
answer
he's a
your
cleric.
question, Zant, does Shambling Horror stop death reacts? Yes. Because when you banish something, it's banished instead of getting killed, so you don't get to do the death react.
Yeah, it is.
I think so.
I thought
don't
that
know.
was
I
the
think
rule.
I think
I
it's
don't know.
changed a few times in the
Oh,
rules.
has it?
So
Yeah.
I don't remember what's actually in the rules right now.
Oh.
I mean, Death React, he still get killed, but he don't hit the graveyard. He just reach the discard pile, right?
Yeah, I guess we'll need to get clarification on that, because the last I remember was, yes, it doesn't get the effect
Yeah,
because
I-
it's banished and not...
I was so surprised that you can serve it a lost bride. I said, what the... And then they explained me why this works. I said, okay.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
It's dumb slide. Don't worry.
Yeah, I know.
Any new players? The Ancients format is really bad with rules. Please stick to the
new
5Es
stuff.
and the lakes that you're used to, since we keep dropping like song hints now.
Yeah, I mean, it's the way to go. Wait. This Brian Fiend flavor text. My cousin tried to ride me once. He was a good man. I don't know how I feel about
Okay.
that.
Ride one. Please don't say ride me. Ride one once.
Oh. I totally misread that.
Aaron.
I mean, maybe this swarm background did bring him to that conclusion.
It's the Midwest Brian Fiend.
You would see somebody in Kentucky getting drunk and then trying to jump on this thing's back. 100%. What else is there to do in Kentucky?
We could also
Alabama.
see what Aaron first said in Kentucky, and it would make sense too.
100%. Shout out to Kentucky. What up? No, the ride me thing
boy.
definitely was a carryover from when I lived in PA, because that was a phrase that I always was confused about, and then it just got ingrained into my head.
But
Yo,
it would be an awesome promo if you just changed the text and given a banjo.
just have like some like character, and then it's like from Kentucky, Tanzan or something like that. Just another iconic reprint. classic frontliner for mercenary, 0 attack, 8 AC, 2 hit points. I mean, he is the ultimate shame when you get killed by one of these on your Warlord and you're like, oh, I lost to a Brine Fiend. What was that, Sly?
Didn't a Brine Fiend kill the Medusan with a Nature 20?
I don't think so.
No.
That would be sick.
Didn't I heard a story about that one? Okay.
Yeah, some of them have been lying to you.
Probably.
They just want to impress you, but I don't think it actually happened.
Oh my god, I want Seb to think I'm so cool. So there I was at this tournament, and a Brine Fiend nat 20 to Medusan Lord, and the house rule was that you just win. Oh, it was great.
That's exactly how it went down.
Yo, dog, I heard you like keywords, so we made Flame Jester, who's got 2 keywords, Reserved and Ward, but he's got a +3 fire attack, 13 AC, level 1, can't start and play because of Reserved, 3 skill, 1 hit point, but he also cannot be targeted by opposing non-strike actions. He's a guy. I don't hate him, but I don't like the, hey, he can't start and play. Let him start.
That's good. That's good that he can't start and play, because this is a pretty strong starting character. +3
I feel like
and
this
30
is a
AC.
card. Isn't there like Shade Gremlin or something like that? I think that's what this guy essentially is.
Shade Gremlin. Yeah, no, he's a Shade Gremlin.
I'll take a look for it.
I think Shade Gremlin says it can't be targeted by spells.
Oh, that's true. Zat, I
think
forgot
that's
about
what Shade
that.
Gremlin is.
He is a cohort as well, a non-Medusan cohort.
Shade Gremlin may not start the game in play, and Shade Gremlin may not be targeted by spells.
Yep, Thing even
+2,
commented
12
it's
AC.
Shade Gremlin.
Yeah.
Yeah, the art design gives me chills because it's Jason Angle, but I also think of Cicero from Skyrim. He's kind of got that outfit style vibe.
I think it's Shaco from League of Legends, and I just get PTSD.
Also, he is Gambit. I don't know. He doesn't look like Remy LeBeau to me, but I'm
Are you
weird.
talking about Channing Tatum?
Ooh, he was so good in that movie.
Magic Mike?
What's that?
Magic Mike?
Yeah. What else would we be talking about? That's the only one he dressed up as Gambit for. We've got Isidran Kennelmaster now, level 2 fighter, human ranger, 3+0 attacks, 10 AC, 2 skill, 1 hit point, unarmed, may not equip items, but we will wait until our airing of grievances for me to rant about unarmed just meaning not equip items instead of not equip weapons and shields.
Why wait? I mean, all of us have ranted at some point.
Well, I also think that's kind of the point, but I've got our special reserve portion of the stream for airing of grievances.
Oh man, maybe we should have had an agenda. Whoops, my bad.
Well, there is an agenda for all of us, and that is we love Warlord.
Here we go.
Try to stay positive. What was the Deverinian that also had 3 attacks and like 3 hounds or something like that?
Count Damien.
Count Damien.
Count
Stormcrow?
Damien. He
Count
gives me the Stormcrows.
Oh yeah.
It's my favorite 3-dog bird.
The art is very Count Damien. They just like, hey, you see this art? Just flip it and then like make him look a little bit more like, wild.
the 4E edition. It's like just that treatment.
Yeah.
Do this.
We like this, so do this again.
Do more of it.
Oh, look at that. A squadron of Deverinians slipped through the Condor Pass last night. Track him down. It's Count Damien's little brother. All right. We solved it. We've got Stash, which is a reprint. It's a Sutek Monster Barbarian. They keep waffling on whether or not they're going to keep Monster or just leave it as Sutek, I've seen. +5 attack, +3 attack, 13 AC, level 3, 3 skill, 2 hit points, react. Before target character is killed by Stash, if the target is higher level, heal, which is remove a wound. It's a new keyword from Stash. If the target is lower level, banish it after it dies. GTFO it.
Solid.
Yeah, it's a great card. Oh, look, gift from above. Ah, here we go. Quick strength, the opposite for quick shielding. reprint on there, so it's going to get an attack bonus until end of turn equal to the character level that's casting the spell. Pretty classic cleric spell. Sacrifice, which is something that should have been in the dwarf deck. React. Before your target character suffers wounds, this character suffers a wound. Reduce the wounds by 1 and the target reduce the wounds the target suffers by 1. Pretty great cleric spell there. Nothing really to comment unless you guys want to yell at something about it.
Nope. Fantastic.
All right, and then we've got Battle Worn Helm, which is a new item to my knowledge. Level 3 cleric item plus 2 AC. Just kind of a basic. I get more AC now.
But why level 3? That's strange. It's
Yeah, so your level 2 could equip it in the front rank.
That's true.
Okay.
That's true.
I mean, I would make it level 2 because I don't think it's really good or very powerful, but okay.
Yeah. They should just make it level 6. Just really annoy everybody. And then, once again, Riding Horse. Our favorite. Yay. All right. We've got our Nothrog uncommon that someone hated because they're like, it's basically a furry. Wasan Wolf Spirit, 4 attack, 14 AC, level 5 Votor Shaman, aka Nothrog. +9 skill, +3 for the hit points. I don't know why I said +3. Limited order. Perform a +4 range strike. Limited order. Put an animal token into play adjacent to Wasan Wolf Spirit. It is a mercenary, level 2, good classless beast character with 2 attack, 8 AC, 0 skill, and 1 hit point. I like the ability. It's good for helping with stabilize ranks.
It's a printed character. You just put into play. I mean, I'm a big Northrop fan, and I love it to see more Shaman back into the game. That, like I said, we had the Lycanthrope and other stuff. Please support more those classes that never have really shined before. And I love it. I think he's great. Oh, shit.
And it's more Votars too.
Yeah.
Which a great focus in like Southern Kingdoms era of Warlord. Like we got some iconic Votors over there. Good old Uther Monk, let's go. So I like seeing them come back. And this card's just great overall. Like a lot going on here. A lot going on in that art, like you mentioned. He's 16 candlesing that deer over there. But like, you can make the beast a Nothrog too. The fact that it's a mercenary is a little weird.
Yeah. I don't know why they chose like the mercenary, so I don't know if that was like maybe a printing thing or they were like, nah, so that way people don't get confused.
And all the
because what
efforts...
they're going to try to do with the tokens is that they're like, this is probably more of a production thing, so they only have to print one mercenary animal token, so if other things have animal tokens, you just use the same thing.
Yep, Xant said the exact same thing.
But also, just with their efforts that they're trying to do with reduce the space used on the text box, now you have to write physical attack or the type of attack on here. Like, so now you're just taking up even more space.
Yeah.
Just need to point that out.
Yeah, there's no disagreement there. All right, now we've got Novice Pyro, which was in the Gen Con Nothrog decks. Another fish art. +2 fire attack, or flame attack, I don't know what they want to call it. 13 AC, level 2 Nothrog Orc Shaman. 4 skill, 1 hit point. Spend order, perform a +2 range strike. Flavor text I enjoy on it is just fire. Although
this Ray Greaves guy, man, he's eating good tonight, isn't he?
Oh yeah,
a lot of Ray Greaves art in this in these print and battle sets.
Maybe that was kind of the thing. Was, hey, part of the negotiation, I want more money, and you guys have to just leak a bunch of my art. Oh, I didn't realize that the Battle Worn helmet was also Ray.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he's eating good.
I just noticed that now.
Ray Greaves, the guy who famously complained about prize support and was like, how come I can't like win a quick check sandwich or something like that? Something useful way back in the day. So now we know he can afford a lot of quick check sandwiches with all this art commission. So
absolutely
good for him.
He's the worst.
All right, we have a bizarre-looking goblin Yoleg, I believe is how it's supposed to be pronounced. We can call it Joe Leg, but I like that soft J. It's also got a flaming attack at +0, 12 AC. It's a level 1 goblin scout. Adjacent Nothrog characters get +2 attack. It's got +3 skill and 1 hit point. Pretty good start for a character. I quite
couldn't
like
they give him like a trip-like ability, like something to like spend the target if he hits? Because it's like, yeah, hi, I got Joe Leg, let's go.
Good one, Chris.
Jesus.
That's right, cringe at that one, bro.
Look, you've had a kid for how many months, and you already got these dad jokes rolling?
There it is. Hey, we are like what, an hour and a half in?
Yeah.
And the first one came out. I think that's a pretty good ratio.
I agree.
Yeah.
We've made a few dick jokes, but dad jokes.
What's good on this character, I think, also, it's good if if you have him in the starting, and he's spent out, you still can play character next to him, and that one getting in bonuses, which is a typical Northrog thing.
Oh,
I
yeah.
like that.
Yeah, I agree. I think this card is a staple in Nothrog decks, whether you start it or run it in your deck, because no matter what, the card's going to be useful.
Mhm.
Because you could either drop them like in your deck, play them, and then Jason characters get their attack, or if you're starting them like what Sly said, and then just drop characters next to them, like after you're tapped out. It's a very solid card.
Yeah. I like on the art, I can't tell if it's standing on like a mountaintop and then it's like just below like a brown skyline, or if it's sunk into like a muddy swamp, or if it's just the dude's only got one, partial leg, so that's why he's Joe Leg.
I think that's mud.
I'm gonna go with it being a swamp or something like mud.
It's top of the mountain. Like, all right.
Goblins love mountains. It's science.
That's what I heard.
We've got another iconic reprint, Akvok, with his hot +7 attack, 9 AC, 1 hit point, 0 skill, level 1. At the end of the turn, if Akvok did not wound an opposing character, he just straight up dies. And you know what?
Yes.
The flavor text, absolutely wonderful. Turn loose Akvok, Warboss Eskal.
Love this card. Absolutely. One of my favorite Nothrogs ever.
It's just so good. The art style, like the absolute insanity with it, it just flows really well.
And like I already said, Akvok laughed another tavern brawl. I didn't hit. I die anyway. So let's go, round 2.
Yo, don't kill my Akvok. It's probably going to miss anyway. Yeah, see, I rolled a 2 on your, 10 AC guy. Yeah, we got another one, which I've commented looks basically like Swamp Thing's cousin, Cragdem, or Craigdem. Level 3 Troll Shaman +6/+0 attack, 14 AC, 4 skill, 2 hit points with an order. Spend your adjacent character to perform a +4 range strike. It's a level 3 wizard, if I didn't mention that. It's an okay ability. I don't like that they had to specify your, because I would think that when there's something as a cost, it's assumed that it's supposed to be yours, but at the same time, I get for newer players and stuff, they may not realize that.
Yeah, well, it's also up to the new players to read the rules, for
True.
the game.
What are
We
rules?
can't spell everything out on every card.
Yeah.
So you can't pay costs with opposing characters. It's a basic one.
Yeah, I feel like that's a thing that kind of stretches across almost every card game, though, is generally speaking, when something is part of a cost, it has to be your stuff, not your opponent's stuff.
Yeah.
But again, I see where they're going with it. Not bad. I love Swamp Thing. It was a great movie, great comic book character.
I think if you put a Santa hat on them, it's very festive.
That's true. I should have done that.
They look like Christmas hat or Christmas lights.
Absolutely. And that's
Get more trolls in the game, though.
That's he could
Doesn't
be like a
look
Krampus.
like a troll. It's good art,
Yeah.
but it doesn't look like a troll.
No.
Swamp troll.
Swamp troll.
Swamp troll.
All right, we've got yet another iconic Nothrog, Mad Pat Carrick, with his wonderful loincloth being a giant monster orc ranger. That is so many things. Plus 3 attack, 10 AC, level 2, 2 skill, 1 hit point, and if Mad Pat Carrick inflicts an additional wound with melee strikes. It's pretty great. What he lacks in wits, he makes up for in enthusiasm.
Not a great card, but an iconic card.
That's true.
It's the first card that pops up on the Cordlands.
That's very true as well. It's because you can see that nipple clear as day on him, and everybody's like, a giant nipple? I'm in. Sell me Warlord product right now. Oh, look, Blast. I don't think we commented on that one.
Blast.
Lightning Blast. Here's a new one. Lightning Blast. What's that?
Better Blast.
Better Blast. Spend order, perform a +5 range strike. If the target is encumbered, strike gains an additional +5. Level 1 action. I am surprised that this has the lightning trait, considering it's called Lightning Blast, but that's just me.
Should have the blast trait.
What element you using? Blast.
Blast.
What?
It's blast. Blast element.
Pretty good.
I like this card.
Yeah.
I know, like, people feel like it's torn whether people like the encumbered trait, like the encumbered feature, whatever the fuck it's called. But like, if people like it or not,
I think trait.
But a card like this is a great example of why encumbered is good. You know, because it's not punishing you for having 3 items on in general.
Yeah.
It's just giving cards additional effects because you have the items on. So I think this is a great example of it, and I personally really like it.
Yeah, I wish.
I love how it's taking out an entire fucking castle in the artwork. Oh my god!
Well, maybe you shouldn't have 3 items on.
A whole castle on a mountain. Part of that mountain's going away too.
Well, yeah, the mountain's
It does seem
encumbered.
very strong for a level 1 action to be doing that, unless it's like a modeled castle, you know.
Someone
like
said
Beetlejuice.
castle. It's like
Sad castle.
The guy must be from New Jersey, just ruining kids' weekends.
Speaking of the encumbered thing, I wish they would give us like a more clear image of that one level 3 Nothrog that noted. Like it has like some kind of effect against opposing characters with encumbered as well. I wish I could read that one more clearly because I would love to see that. But I personally love the fact that they're finally doing something about like, hey, it's encumbered. It's got way too much shit. This shouldn't be like, hey, look at Zod. He's got like 30 pieces of equipment on him. How is he still able to move? Yeah, I'm encumbered. It works.
So the Rhaegar root strength. So you're talking about? It's I'm pretty sure because it says Kickstarter exclusive. But
yeah.
Your adjacent characters inflict an additional wound against characters with encumbered.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I couldn't
So
remember what it was. Yeah, that's pretty solid. We finally get a magic missiles. We hadn't seen one of those in any of these lists, but that's a reprint. Just an iconic spell from all of D&D and even in non-D&D. Spend order, perform a number of +0 range strikes equal to this character's level, but the strikes do not receive any bonuses to the die roll. I think this card would be absolutely broken if it could get bonuses, but so I'm glad they keep it as just, I'm doing little pot shots, which is magic missiles always.
So funny because those missiles are supposed to auto hit. That's what happens. But the artwork, man, like I've loved it since the day I saw it. This is an awesome image.
I'm surprised Epic Edition didn't ruin the art like they did with so many other iconic cards.
Sorry, Ollie, I missed it. How do you get 3 items on the temple?
Here's items sieges could equip.
But you can't perform actions other than, right? I don't know.
You
said you get a blanket with Raziel and then you put on Black Moss, Squire's Banner, and something else.
Yeah.
And a cheap sword. Give it a cheap sword.
Oh god.
Cheap sword. Can we not talk about cheap sword, please?
So let me talk about cheap sword for a minute.
Flippin's Plague is fine.
All right, we got one other spell here. Walk on Wind. Level 3 action for a wizard. Order, move another target character in this rank forward or backward 1 rank. And if this character is a shaman, this character also may journey, which is to move forward or backward 1 rank. I like it. It's just a slightly enhanced version for shaman of... I can't remember the name of the level 4 spell because I have a bad memory, so I apologize on that. The air spell that lets you move a character. And if it's an opposing character, it can't create an illegal rank.
Teleport.
Thank you.
No problem.
The thing I love most about this card was that when all this was leaked and everyone, or not leaked, but like released, everyone was like, "Oh, there's so many new cards on here. Take a look at this." And someone included this in some of the new card spoilers. I'm like, "No, this is an old card, a very old card.
Good and evil
have never had a reason to play until now."
Yeah.
When did it come out? Siege?
Good and evil.
Like that, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Good and
even
Evil it
older.
came out? Yeah, there you go. That's even older.
When they thought about
just-
shamans being a thing, and then they were like, nah, fuck it.
Yeah, and then they were came out with those totems, and they're like, that's all we're doing.
Check out my level 10 totem. Yeah, where's that shaman? Shut up. That's where. All right, and then the only item in the Nothrog deck, Nihil, which is the +2 skill familiar level 5 wizard item. React after this character spends to cast level 1 or level 2 spell. Spend Nihil to ready the character. A spell is a cleric or wizard action card. And just an all-around like good starter item. I've even played it in a couple competitive decks just because when you're spell slinging low-level wizard spells, something like that is incredibly useful.
It's very well
it's
in
a
here.
solid card.
All right, so now that we have gone through all of our new stuff in these print-to-play decks, we will take a moment for our airing of grievances. What do we hate so far about all of this?
That it took about 19 years for this to come out.
Unarmed, meaning all items, not just fucking weapons and shields, which is just going to be confusing and irritating as shit.
Yeah, I actually do agree. Like, I don't have a problem with really any of the keywords. I do have a problem with unarmed. I think unarmed was a terrible choice for like may not equip item. It would have been cooler if they just put like poor, you know? You just can't afford it. Like, I think that would have made more sense.
Just looking at the Isidrin Kennelmaster, though, with what clearly looks like bronze or gold armor just out the ass, it's like, yeah, I'm too poor to afford it.
Clearly has items.
I cannot equip items because clearly this armor is just so fucking heavy on me. I just can only hold back these 3 dogs. Ugh.
Yeah, that's a pretty bad one with that.
The elf and the dwarf warlord should be more specific to their own faction, in my opinion. Zant, I don't know how I feel about that.
I don't know what he means by that.
Like, the
I think
elf one
very
is
elf.
pretty iconic for like what you expect in elves.
The elf is pretty busted, so like that tracks.
Yeah.
Right.
And then the dwarf
And-
is good.
Dwarf barbarian. It's just like it's barbarian dwarf is fine.
And he's evil. That's pretty dwarf. That's the most dwarf thing I know. Evil
All right,
dwarfs.
watch it.
Sorry.
Calm down.
Burnable trash. My apologies. No.
Whoa. That's it. Next time I'm playing is going to make you sit for an hour and a half, not doing anything.
What are you doing? And then there's just drool coming out of my mouth from like nothing happening.
I'll watch your stream just to watch you suffer.
But I mean, so far overall, other than like, you know, it's been a little bit slow going, but that's to be expected, I think, with the new stuff. And them wanting to keep it just such a small team for a long time, I think kind of didn't help. But I'm really hopeful. I'm incredibly excited that Warlord is coming back. Like, just, I have had nights literally where I start thinking about it. I'm like, oh shit, the game that I played exclusively for years, which was my favorite card game ever made, is coming back, and there's new shit, and I can't wait to see like people again and not fall down the stairs and, you know, play in person. I've literally had moments where it just kept me up for like half an hour more, and I'm like, this is the most excited I've been in a long time for a game.
Ground level buildings only for our tournament venues. Got it.
Yeah, maybe I'll get working bathrooms on the next one too.
Hey,
Nah, it's gonna be one of those stairwell chairs. Just
Constitution
moving
test,
slow
that's
as
all it is.
fuck.
Because I think I will like piggyback on your point, like seeing these new cards, seeing the way that they're designing these cards, like besides like the unarmed thing, like I'm actually pretty happy with a lot of the stuff that they're doing.
Yeah.
Not including other grievances like the rules document, how it fits with ancients is an absolute fucking nightmare.
Yes.
But ignoring ancients and that, it seems like that they're designing cards for the rules document, like the way Josh updated the rules. So if he keeps up to that tradition and keeping the same templating, which AEG messed up for years,
Oh yeah.
then this game should be just as good and probably less headaches than what we've had to deal with in the past. That's my feeling on it, and I'm really excited. So far, I've loved almost all the art that I've seen, and the cards are just like designed really cool, except for the elves. They suck.
I totally agree with Bobby, especially about the rules one. If they stick now to a clear line, that would help a lot. Especially if you're not, if your mother tongue isn't English, because we translate all the English in our head in our own language, and then some wordings and rulings becomes very strange. So,
Yeah. Are you working
Looking
on
forward
German rules?
oh no. we had that one
Not
in
at all.
German. That didn't work one.
Ah.
4E rules.
Good old 4E.
You got grievances, don't you, Chris?
Oh, here we go.
You wanna let loose a little bit?
I'm still very impatient. I think we've waited long enough. I just wanted to get here, and I think it has affected my excitement for the game. Honestly, like I wish I could capture that. Oh my god, I can't wait! But like, I'm just so frustrated with how long this has been taking, and how much of a gap there was in between the initial Kickstarter, which really got a lot of hype going,
Oh yeah.
and then there was nothing for like such a long time. Like that felt like such a miss. And like, so like if these decks came out earlier, like a couple months earlier, then that's fine. Then like you've maintained that momentum, but that huge gap really, like, you have to restart over. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. It's like I have to get excited for it again, but then it's like I remember being excited and then having the rug pulled out from under me. So it's like I'm afraid to get excited. That's what it is.
Oh.
And I know a lot of people are like, oh, they're a 2-person operation. Like, a lot of people are a lot more forgiving than me. But
Yeah,
to
these
me, it's
people
like,
also didn't know Josh and Woodrow, right? Like these are like
Yeah.
these are like newer players, newer people to the Discord, and they're like,
Right.
no, forgive them. Like everything's gonna be hunky dory. But they also didn't like make a trip to Gen Con for it, right? Like that was a big thing. Gen Con was huge. That took a lot of momentum out of a lot of people for this game.
like Josh and Woodrow aside, like I got no problem with them. Like I've been burned by so many game companies in my gaming hobby that, like, no, you don't get the benefit of the doubt. You're a business. Do the right thing. Be like, what you have to do too, because they themselves have been on the consumer side for so many years. And like, so it's just like baffling that like they just kind of like fall into the same mistakes that other companies have made. It's like, I guess I just expected them to like avoid that, but I think again it is their first game, so maybe they fell a little bit into it, and because of that, it's like, god damn, it's taking too fucking long. Let's just go.
Yeah, I think one of the major issues on the production side was the fact that, even like kind of going off of that, like the lack of communication was such a big deal. And then when their response, like for why it got pushed back for like, the release date and everything, was just production. But they don't give any like explanation other than production. You need to give more information than that. Just saying like, well, you guys don't understand what it's like. It's like, Well, yeah, we know we don't understand because you haven't explained it to us. No one's going to be mad if there is a completely understandable and solid reason as to why things are getting pushed back. They'll be disappointed a little bit, yeah, sure, but no one's going to be like, oh, so they sent you incorrect card stock. There was a major issue because of that. We got to redo the whole thing. That is a completely understandable and respectable reason that it gets pushed back. Not production. Well, what kind of production? Was it inking? Was it cardstock? Was it shipping?
It
Was
was
it artist
before all
following
that
through? Was it
process.
rules? Yeah. And it's just, well, it's just production. Oh, okay, asshat. You clearly are too scared because you're afraid of backlash that you're going to get for being, for explaining something. But you're going to get even more for just...
I think a lot more people respect honesty these days than like back in the day, like, because like companies could hide stuff and it would be like, you kind of just have to take what they say, but a lot more people, since it's their money, it's their hobby, it's what they want to do.
Mhm.
If you're not honest and transparent with at least some things, then people will just be like, all right, this company's not worth it. Like it's just like having the faith is important, and I feel like that faith is like gone, because even when they said like they got the wrong card stock, like a part of me was just like, I don't believe them. Like I don't believe them. Like anything they said that was a good valid reason to why it was taking longer, I was like, nope. I'm like, nah, it's probably like stupid. It's probably a stupid reason.
Like we didn't finish designing enough cards.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
And
the one person playtest team needs to playtest this game.
And one thing also is, I think some other people did move to the stores, try to convince the store owners to get this game, that we running demos there, that we want to do tournament there, and we have to keep the storekeepers on a long line. They wait as well, and they probably will lose trust.
So that is actually something that has been brought to my attention by my local game stores that I did convince to do the Kickstarter for the brick and mortar stuff. They're like, what the fuck is this shit where we have to pay all of this money up front for all of this product, and then they just keep pushing it back. They're like, that's not an acceptable business practice. Like, that's kind of like a dog shit thing to expect all the money up front and then go, sorry. And I'm like, that's kind of the problem you get with a Kickstarter, unfortunately, is you're also constrained by, when they can get the product out. Because there are some game companies, like Sandy Peterson Games, you will kickstart some of their products, and then you hear nothing for like 4 years straight. And then it's like, oh yeah, we check out this new designed figurine that we did for the game. Okay, but what about everything? Oh yeah, it's still backed up on production. Thanks for your literal tens of thousands of dollars.
And that's what I think it's kind of driving them. They're like, hey, all these other companies have done much worse than what we have. So we'll be fine with like doing like, just having these delays and just keep pushing back. But it's like, no, you can just do so much better and you can stand out. And then like that's what is so
being
frustrating.
A good company instead of middle of the road.
Right. It's like, hey, like we can, like, we have a lot we got to focus on. So like, let's, this still is not the worst that has ever happened. So everybody will be fine. Everybody will just kind of take it. And it's like, that's just not treating your consumer base in a positive way. And I feel like I've been burned by that. But again, hopefully the product finally does come out, get these cards in hands, and then, maybe that goes away. And that'll feel really good. But until they are in hand, I will never truly even believe that they are coming. I'll get the tracking and I'll be like, no, not gonna happen.
Still not.
It's gonna be a box of coal.
It's gonna arrive on your doorstep. Nope, these aren't real. Open each pack. Nope, these aren't real cards. Just throws them away.
Right. And again, there's nothing wrong with making mistakes. Again, like we said, first company, whatever. But as long as you learn from the mistake, then because that's the whole point of making a mistake, so that you don't make it again. If you're gonna keep making it, then we gotta have a talk.
And it seems like they've been getting better with their communication, thankfully.
Yeah.
Sorry, Bobby.
It's probably because Woodrow's talking.
Yeah. Zant says, not gonna lie, I was afraid of that for a few months. I assume with product not getting pushed out, stuff like that. But yeah, I mean that's really all the grievances that I could think of right now. I don't know if you guys got any more you want to toss out there.
No bolding of the keywords is ridiculous.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Like, there's just no reason why you like. I don't know if they like charge per bolded letter. I don't know. Makes no sense.
Can confirm you do not. It's not like that. It's like, hey, there's just a little bit more ink on this card. So that price is going up. That's not how this works.
You know what? Just put keywords in Comic Sans and we'll be good.
Dude, as long as it was bold, I wouldn't care.
Wingdings it is then.
Like, I don't want to have to actually read the card. I want to just like see, all right, this is like a 5-letter keyword. I know what this is. And it just bolded, pops out, would be perfect. And makes it easier to teach Fat Kid the cards.
Sly, you got anything else you want to add on to those?
No, appreciated that we had the chance to talk about it.
Oh yeah. Chris?
Yeah, no, thanks for giving me the soapbox to stand on it and yell. But no, it's always fun talking Warlord. I love it. The community's fantastic. And I just hope that this new edition of the game is also fantastic. And if worst case scenario, and if not, well, thanks for the Ancients expansion.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I love it all. So now with our airing of grievances away, we can move on to feats of strength. If people want to play a game, we can stream a quick game of some of the, one of the decks or something like that against another one of the decks. I don't know if people have time for it because it is about almost 3:00 right now.
Yeah, I don't have time for that. I gotta get going.
Chris, how about
Me
you?
as well.
Oh,
Okay, though. There goes those two. I guess I will play a game.
well, I was gonna say if you
said it
can't,
first.
we can do something like on another day where we like can stream games or something
No.
that.
I can do at least one game,
Okay.
for sure. So like, let's get this out. And hey, I'm the one who complained the most in the grievances section, so I gotta at least make up for it by playing this game here, right?
Granted, like, I do agree with you. I just didn't want to talk. That's why I pushed you.
Bobby's
to do
just like, yeah, I just recently got promoted to Medusa. I really don't want to jeopardize my political.
You really think that's gonna stop me from speaking my mind?
The union leader is now a politician. How about that?
So I can
Meanwhile,
help the
I'm not a
people
Medusa.
from
I'll
within.
keep talking shit. That's right.
You're spinning this. You're spinning this as if like I'm not gonna keep talking shit.
Of course, because I spin things. That's what I do. I'm the media. I am the Warlord media here. Come on now.
Warlord media. Fuck.
And you know what?
Which faction do you want me to see play?
Just
Just
you play.
Let me know, chat.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm gonna head out, guys. I will talk to you later.
Okay.
Thank you for having me on, and good luck.
Oh, no
Thanks,
problem,
Bobby. Thanks, Sly.
And thanks, Sly.
I'm John and Bobby as well. So wish you a good rest of your day, guys. See ya.
Take it easy, guys.
All right. Have a good one, the two of you. And just to throw it out there for everybody who is watching, we do often like make jokes at one another in a very lighthearted fashion, and sometimes they can be perceived as us being kind of like just assholes to other people. Generally speaking, we don't think of it that way. It's just Graham says Roan versus Belasco. Let's go.
Alrighty, then.
We're just like, it's just how we are as people. We poke fun at one another. It's not meant to like hurt feelings, insult. There's like no true malice with, at least what I say. I can't speak for other people, and I'm relatively certain that's also the case with like, Bobby, who's like a known shit talker. We have fun. We know each other well enough where we just shoot the shit, and that's really all it is.
Yeah, don't be intimidated by that as well. Like you might become part of it, but understand it's all in good fun. If you ever do feel uncomfortable, obviously you should feel empowered to raise your voice, and I think everybody will back off. So you have nothing to worry about there. What I do have to worry about is why your game is not appearing for me on Untap.
Let me refresh.
Yeah, let's
And
try
now-
redoing it again.
Okay.
Yeah, let's try it again. There you go. That's 5e. Start a game. Come on, where are you?
I wonder if it's too
Why is-
small of a title.
Yeah, it's just not appearing for me. Hold on, let me create one.
Okay.
Powerful.
Ancients Join. There it
Mages.
is.
Yeah. All right. Well, I have my game up. See if you can see it. Nope. What is going on?
That is crazy.
Untap, the finest of gaming platforms. Why the hell is this not coming? All right. Well, I'm apparently in a game now. So,
Oh, there it is.
All right. Cool.
It just
There it
took a
is.
hot minute. Let's join that game.
I think maybe we had to join it in order for it to pop up. That's so weird.
Crazy.
All right. So which one do you want? Do you want Roan or Belasco? Dealer's choice.
Oh, I was going to say guest choice. But you know what? I'll go for the Deverinian.
I'll play the filthy elf. Let's go.
Let's Joe.
Jiggerroll meta. Let's go. I'm so excited to play Jiggerroll again.
Oh my god, who doesn't love Jiggy? All right, we've got an hour and a half time limit for for this 130 card deck game.
Yeah. Please swap Squire Fendrick for your start.
Oh, I didn't even realize it had that in there for the default. Ugh. Come on, fine card. Actually pop up for me.
Oh, I should probably minimize your stream. I'm gonna stream snipe you in this demo game.
There it goes. There we go. Just blooping that up. Let me shuffle this boy. Nope, that's a D10. Oh, okay, I got the same result on the D20.
That it's meant to be. You got untapped. Oh, I got a 6. That's not good.
Oh, destiny. What a stupid hand.
You and me both.
All right, I'm going to use the order on Squire Fendrick. Hey, Resto, thanks for the sub. Oh, Graham for the gift for Resto. Beautiful.
There you go. Now you guys are busting it out.
Yeah, I love it. All right, we'll attempt to do a... Oh, it's not an attack, it's a strike. On the Jiggerroll, we'll do the +3.
Oh, I got a quick dodge, baby.
Oh.
Let's go.
Oh!
Oh, you son of a... That's just all profit. How dare you? Oh, that's really bad. Let's see. I think we gotta hope this is graveyard
Get that
librarian
Jiggy out of there.
studied his craft and needs to shoot Squire Fendrick.
I'm gonna I have your back onto the ambitious Squire on the end.
Brutal. Oh, I would have hit him too. Got him banished.
Bloop.
Excuse me, why is he in your discard pile? He should be banished.
Oh.
Already cheating. Didn't take long.
Nope. Hey, you still got the Jiggerroll in play, and I murdered it. So.
Oh, that's very important.
Can't believe you have Chris's soundboard on this channel. LOL.
Son of a fuck.
All right, let's do a +4 on one of your Jiggies. Got anything on that?
Good. No more dodging.
Blammo. You know
I
what?
gotta save myself some effort there.
We're gonna react and leveled.
He's no longer a squire. He's still a little ambitious, but what are we gonna do?
How about we have mages gain the hat? Oh, I don't have any hats near me, or I would.
I could turn my camera on and show you guys me wearing a Santa hat, but I might be dead by the time he gets that set up. Let's shoot +3 at Squire Fendrick. Fuck your life. Nothing.
Fuck your life. Let's go for a Jiggy.
Go for it.
Oh my god, I am rolling hot.
How dare you?
No, I don't got another level though this time.
All right. Damn, this doesn't work. Oh, that's going to be really good. Let's play this guy and get a little react with a +1 range strike.
Ooh.
We'll take over here.
Sounds
Let's go for it.
spicy.
That'll hit.
That's a wound. All right, let's try and murder hobo that Grimfray with a +3.
Go for it.
11 misses.
Hey, let's go. You'd say he gains a bonus to attack equal to his skill when performing melee strike against spent characters. What do you know?
Yeah, get that +4.
Hey, how you doing? Let's go. Got him.
Dead so. Guess he wants to... Oh, wait. He can target himself with this. He's going to order move himself up.
You are equal level to yourself.
That's true.
Right where I want you.
Oh, no.
I will follow suit, but I'm going to take the long way.
All right. I'm going to blast. Let's do a +3 on that Grimfray.
Go for it.
16.
Dead. Stunning on up. Let's get some guy with awesome hair.
Ooh. Let's blast. You're a graveyard librarian.
Go for it.
Nope.
We survived. Let's go up.
Let's blast. Graveyard
Oh my God.
librarian. Nope.
Woo! 1 for 3 on that.
I hate that it's using the flame wall art, though.
I know. See?
Not Purple
This is
Dragon.
burning trees. What is this? I will use the limited order here. DC 14 on this ambitious squire here.
He is not that
dead.
ambitious.
No.
As Graham says. So anyways, I started blasting. Exactly. All right, I am passing until further notice.
I will pass as well.
Okay, then I guess the further notice is the end of the turn.
I will hold 2 cards.
Why is it
I'm
not
very
letting me?
upset I couldn't play them.
Okay, that was... No. I'm trying to fix things. All right. We got something. 17.
You got it.
Let's do a big boy +5 on a graveyard librarian. Oh,
Go
it's
for
plus... Nope, never mind. 5 was the correct number. I was like, oh, Church Inquisitor. Oh, wait, he's level 2 now.
That's true. Let's go. What are we gonna do? Let's use Golden Boy over here and do a DC 14 on the Inquisitor.
No, my boy. Ooh,
He's
we got
good.
there. I am going to put a Horse of War on Belasco.
It's a mighty fine horse you have there.
It's no Zorak horse.
Let's go with the Golden Grove. Got more awesome hair here.
Oh, my goodness. Let's put an Eager Blade on the Warlord.
Somebody's suiting up.
I think that's all the items in the deck. A variance. I can't remember.
Let's spin forward.
Okay. Let's put another Church Inquisitor who want to read his book. Or go to church and read his Bible.
Alrighty. Let's play Tresven, and we're gonna get some nice synergy going here. So
Hey, Primorg.
first,
Welcome
there we
to the
go.
chat.
First, plus I'm gonna react with Roan's ability here. So +1 will go for the Inquisitor.
Seems good.
We
Blammo.
do it. There we go. Then you fix ranks, and then I react with Tresven's ability, targeting the Inquisitor, and he is going to crit wine that one.
Ooh,
So it inflicts an additional wound if I hit,
that is true.
which I do.
Wow. What's it like being you today?
Oh, fan fucking tastic.
I'm going to use the order on Lord Belasco and have him move up 1 rank.
Here he comes.
Here comes Speed Racer.
He is met with a flurry of knives.
Oh, shit.
Throwing some knives at you, baby. +2s.
Going on the
Let's see what we
Warlord?
got. Going on the Warlord.
All right, the first one I have at your back on the Ambitious Squire.
Oh, you should have let me hit the first 2 and then did it.
I guess that's true, but he's currently got a 17 AC.
Pretty good. All right, let's see. Oh, he got sniped.
Oh! All right, that's
All
one
right,
wound.
then. Next +2 will go on your boss.
Yep.
That will also hit.
Damn, girl.
And then one last one. Let's go on your Warlord. No. That was still pretty good, though.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to use the order on the Warhorse to get +2 attack.
These mages are going to go... These little elves are going to go squishy. Let's go +1 on your Warlord.
Yepers.
Nothing.
All right. Let's do some strikerinos. I've got True Strike and Advantage on these attacks.
You got nothing to worry about.
All right, let's go on the Golden Grove. That'll hit. You want me to roll the second one for the advantage?
If you want to.
Okay. And then on a Graveyard Librarian. Let's see. 4, 7, 8, 9, 13. And then 12. So the 13 will hit.
Ooh. Some nice rolling there.
Got there on the nose with that last one.
Let's on up. We'll have this mage take a walk forward.
Let's put a Squire Pathos down. Parthis.
Ooh.
Jeez.
Oh, he's the one that the mage is gonna make do a DC check here. DC 14. Oh, he's good.
Just gets there. Let's see if we can't hit that. Yeah, let's go on a Tress. No, you know what? The Graveyard Librarian makes more sense to do a plus on. +2.
Don't do it. Don't you do it.
You got there. With that hot +3.
I am all done.
I am also all done.
Untap. Reload. Let's draw 4 cards.
What?
There we go.
That's far too many
man.
cards. All right, what do we got? 16.
You were very fast.
All right, Parthis. Let's see if we can't kill that Graveyard Librarian.
Oh no, I know what's coming.
Oh, 14.
Dead.
We got a level.
Dead.
Oh, by the way, we got a level. He is a beefy boy now.
Oh boy.
3 hit
This is
points,
not
16 AC, 3 attacks.
Well, there's only one way to go about this.
Just murder the Warlord.
Throw some more knives.
All right, do your worst on the first one.
Let's see. Going on your Warlord +2. Nothing. Let's hit with the second one just to kind of build the drama.
You made a play error big time. You could have had 2 more swings. Would those strikes have been there, though? After the
with
attack?
the spend order?
Yeah. No. Oh, yeah, it's a spend order. Never mind. Yeah, I was...
Perform a number of melee strikes equal to his level. I don't know if
they would have. If I had done the spend order according to Resto and Graham and Zant. Well, Zant says it checks at the beginning of the action.
Yeah, that's what
Graham
I'm saying.
says it would work.
All right, well,
if it changes,
I remember
during,
yelling about this to somebody.
It's locked for
I'm
ongoing.
going to choose
effects.
to disbelieve Graham because Graham is a Deverinian, sympathizer over here. So he clearly wants to see me lose.
It's variable for immediate effects.
Oh, eat my ass! How about that?
Well, it's okay because I just did a regular attack. I thought it was a built-in static ability also.
Yeah, I think it works the way that you thought it worked.
All right,
but either way,
9
let's,
and
let's
3.
go. Last strike. We're still throwing it at your Warlord just for funsies. Yeah.
Oh, there we go. All right, now I'm scared.
Nah, you're fine.
All right, let's use the order on Lord Belasco. Move back 1 rank.
Fool, you think you're safe?
No,
We have
but
the
it's the best
golden
option I
boy.
got.
Golden Boy says DC 14.
Wham!
Oh,
All right, Squire Fendrick, you're coming down.
oh, that's pretty good. I better get a horse, of course.
Let's do a plus, 7, because Squire Parthas is higher level now. Let's go for that Golden Grove.
It's so good.
Yep, 14.
He goes squish.
Leveled is
I
dumb in this deck.
I better go forward so I don't end up upside down.
I'm gonna have Squire Fendrick use his ability, and we'll spend the Lord.
Ooh.
Have it go up. And then do a strike. We will do it on... You know what? Let's attempt the Warlord.
Go for it.
Oh,
Oof.
it's a big boy number.
Good. I will pass.
I'll attempt on the Warlord.
Let's dodge it.
Yes.
Dodge the wrong one. Let's give Tresvin a riding horse, just so
Let's
he doesn't feel left out.
let's give our Squire Parthas a eager blade. Because he's
man.
dumb.
He is better than our warlord. I am all done.
I am done also.
Oh boy. Let's get some initiative down, baby. I'm a hold one. Can you imagine what that card is? I know what it is.
It's leveled.
Okay.
Oh, a high roll.
That's fast. Oh, come on, 20. Respectable.
All right. Spend order on Squire Parthas to do 3 strikes at, let's see here, 6, 8, 9, 10. Jesus. All right. First one on your Warlord.
Don't roll 4s. Ouch.
Next one on your Warlord. Blammo.
Got me. Good game.
Ooh, Flurry of Knives, my bane.
I kept holding the flurry of knives and then drawing another flurry.
If you equip sword after the character move, you still would get the effect, correct? Yep.
Yes, that is correct. As long as you have moved this turn.
Yeah, but I enjoyed much more just beefing up the Squire Parthas to do dumb. Because that was absolutely
really good.
ridiculous. All right. Thanks for the game on that one. I think I'm going to call it because I got to start doing prep work for cooking. And Chris, thanks for hanging out with me and joining us on our little unintentional holiday special. I'm actually going to edit the crap out of this one, put it on YouTube, and then hopefully we can get some more notoriety on it. Thank you all in the chat for hanging out. Thanks for the donations, the gifts. I appreciate each and every one of you coming back into this community last year after being on hiatus for many years because all my primary decks got stolen out of my car in 2012. Made me just happy as a bean to get back into the swing of it and get to hang out with people I hadn't talked to in years. Like, I love this community more than words can say. That's all I can say. Thank you all.
Oh,
Happy holiday. What's that?
what a softy.
I am's
How
what
dare
I
you have
ams.
emotions.
But you know what?
I appreciate you doing this, and I appreciate you having me on the show.
Oh, always. And don't forget, I will be back tomorrow with day 51 of my 365-day stream. Remember, we got to get to 500 followers. Hopefully this will help push us over so we can give away a box of Into the Accordlands when it comes out in the year 3000. But until next time, thank you all. I love you all, and smooches. Bye-bye.
Optimistic.